This is Kolluri from CIP Study Abroad. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to our daily live QA session for study in Canada and immigration to Canada. As always, we have a Zoom every day from 10:30 morning India time, and it continues till 12 p.m. Toronto time. And I think we are available almost about 12 hours every day in this permanent Zoom link. So if you have any questions, please reach out and join. I will log the meeting every day at 11:30 so that I can talk to the other people out there. Okay, so we have Shweta here and Shefali and Pramod here, right? So Pramod, if you don't mind, let me talk to Shweta and then connect with you after her.
Sure,
Okay.
sure, sir.
Yeah, Shweta, yes, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Betty, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Sir, I had a word with you in the month of around
There's a lot of background noise with Shweta.
Hello.
There is a lot of Are you in the office? There's a lot of background noise.
One moment, sir. Let me just... Sir, now is it okay?
Yes, it is better now.
Hello.
Yes, Betty, I can hear you now. Please tell me.
Hello.
Yes, Shweta, I can hear you.
Okay. Sir, I had a word with you around in the month of December. And based on my profile, you had suggested me to go for York University Advanced Professional Accounting course.
Yeah, Shweta, so I have a note from you from Gokul. So you have 56.57% number, Shweta?
Yes,
in
sir.
bachelor's. Yeah, and York has declined your application for advanced accounting, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
So yes, I have your profile, and I have been discussing what can be done, and I have a meeting next week with York.
Okay.
And just to understand you, just let me just pull up your profile here, because we were actually discussing yesterday with Gokul as well. Yeah, so usually I was hoping that we could get through, because we've had some students with a good work experience, even though they had less than 60% get an acceptance. Let me try again and see if we can request, but just want to go through your work experience. You're 34 and you have 56.5. You graduated in 2008. You have 6 years of work experience, right? So Apka, what is your work experience with that?
Sir, I'm into basically I work with a CA firm. So major is into accounting, taxation.
Accounting and taxation.
And sir, my work experience is since 2013. So that makes it to 9 years now.
9 years.
Ninth year running. And over and above, I have 3.5 years of articleship, mandatory articleship under a chartered accountant.
Okay. So one question, agar York doesn't budget, okay, because what happens is usually admissions for every intake, there is admission requirement. Sometimes they are flexible, sometimes it's a bit based on the number of applications and the quality of applications in the pool. So our situation, I want to understand.
Hello.
Shweta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So my question is, if York doesn't if York doesn't budget and they want to, it's a university and they are a bit selective. So if York doesn't budget, what would be your other alternative options?
Sir, honestly, I actually, what Gokul had told me, he had told me I have any which ways very limited options in the gap and my age. So
no, I mean from the location perspective, do you have any limitations from the location perspective?
Sir, anywhere between, or I mean, anywhere in Ontario, or I was even okay with British Columbia.
Okay. So, British Columbia, I was thinking about, let me just go through this program with you. It is, again, it's not Harvard and Stanford, but still it's a very, I would probably advise you a practical option here given your academics. So there is University of Canada West. Again, as I said, this is not a Harvard and Stanford, but they have a good program. And it is a master's program which will add your 34 and it will add you 30 points for, from the PR perspective as well. So they have an MBA program with financial management. So if you see the program, can you read this? So, yeah, so if you see this financial management, they have investment analysis and management,
Yeah.
personal financial planning, global financial institutions management, green finance. So, and what are the career outcomes? Financial officer, treasurer of finance, vice president of finance, but again, that's a long shot. Finance director, procurement director, purchasing manager, risk manager, financial analyst. So some interesting options. Uh, I would probably say, given your academics, unfortunately, I see this all the time, Shweta. Most students who are into chartered accounting
Yeah.
kind of downgrade the BCom because it's not
Yeah.
really important from a career perspective. We have many chartered accountants who have or were trying to pursue and have a limitation. So why don't you check this? And
Sir,
meanwhile, I'll talk.
I am on the Facebook group. I have seen many people with similar grades getting into York University, and
As I said,
even with a lesser
we
work
have.
experience and not
Yes, we
being
have.
into CA. Plus, I have
Yes.
scored even in IELTS academic with lower
You
scores
have
than.
a very high. So as I said, I can try, but again, every intake beti, Shweta, there are, for example, they receive like 100 applications, and also it also depends on the time. If you apply early, might work out. If you apply low, it might. What I suggest you is, I on the 17th of February, I have a
Okay.
meeting with the executive director of York University. We
Okay.
are discussing new programs. So what I suggest you is, if you can just write a request letter to reconsider.
Okay.
Okay. I will personally reach out to the executive director and also request the program coordinator to reconsider your application and
Okay.
see if it works out. That's option one.
Okay.
Second, I would also advise you to be practical. 30, your English is good. I'm sure it shouldn't be an issue for you to get under the CEC class. But again, just as a backup option. But one thing for all the students who would consider a practical backup option, UCW MBA, it is very difficult. It is a very, I would probably say, the study load for any MBA is high. And
Yeah.
in UCW as well, there's some negative reviews out there. But
Correct.
again, end of the day, I have many students. I had one student from Mumbai, Inderjeet Bansal. He was actually my friend's brother. He
Hmm.
was 41 and he was associate director of a big pharmaceutical company, and he graduated from there and he's working now. So, and he graduated with honors. It
Okay.
is, yeah, it is. I would never advise my students anything just because of money. Financially, money is not really relevant to me because I have achieved financial independence where, whatever we do, we still can sustain our business easily without
Yeah.
thinking about money. So I would always advise. We do many students for institutions, for universities where we don't have agreements. We still support without getting paid by the institution. So it is a sincere advice. But one thing I would advise, I would want to or give heads up is it is a very hard program when it comes to the assignments and the study load. Okay.
Sir,
Hi,
actually,
sir.
the major reason for opting for York University PG was I was planning to diversify a bit into the technology part, like finance plus
Financial tech
technology.
technology, second
E-
program.
Correct. Correct. So, yeah, sir, what will be the issue if I go for a 2-year MBA course? Then,
You would not end up. You will basically
yes,
you.
then it
It's a
will be
different.
correct. It will be very far-fetched for me. So, you know what? This was perfectly fitting in my plan. And honestly, sir, I see this as my last hope for going to Canada, sir. So, if
So if you can, if you can write a
mm-hmm,
reconsideration letter,
mm-hmm,
let me send it to the program manager and also to my colleagues and
okay,
see, make sure that you highlight more about your experience
okay,
and, the why your academics, you had 56.7%, right?
okay.
5%. So you can talk about your exams, chartered account exams, more focus on it, but you are academically, you are very, you're very strong. So let's give it a try.
Okay, sir. So, sir, any specification about the letter? Should it be handwritten? What should I
Oh no,
or
it's a write it, type it on Word form in a Word format.
okay, 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 Word format, and I don't need to sign or something. It just has to be a
No,
draft.
no, no, it's just a letter basically. It really, it's just a, it's just like your statement of purpose. You write it and you type it on a Word format, and that should be fine.
Understood. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I'll do the needful, sir. Sir, please, just I know. I mean, you will try. Even Gokul said, like, sir has good
We work with
relations.
we work
Yeah.
very closely with York, and as you said, we had many students with 56, 57, and sometimes, but Shweta, unfortunately, it also depends on how early you apply. Initially, for example, right, for September, this year seems to be a very difficult year for Canada for students, unfortunately, because of the demand and also the deferral process. Most institutions are already closed for September. I have never seen anything like this happen,
Yeah.
especially Toronto and GTA institutions. They are all closed these days. And the reason why, because many students who were delayed to January and May, they have deferred to
Okay.
September May intake and September intake.
Sir, actually, I was in touch with I was in touch with Gokul for since December. I did not get IELTS date. So, sir, in between, I even gave Duolingo exam. I scored 130 in Duolingo. But one fine day, I was even able to get 8th of January as my IELTS date. So I landed up giving both exams. I scored 7.5 there and 130 in Duolingo. So, because of all that, my application got a bit delayed and we could file 27th after I got my TRF.
And it was with
For
Christmas, New
September.
Year holidays, and by the time
Exactly.
York opened in the 10th of January, yeah,
Yeah.
let's give it a try. Okay, let me. I definitely will try because
Yeah.
you are definitely, you're professionally you're a strong person. Your English skills are good. Let's give it a try. Okay,
And so
send.
when I was
Mhm.
applying, they were even open for May intake. So, September was still,
May, yeah,
yeah.
may see the portal mein jo hai, it is open, but unfortunately for some students, even who are in Canada, May is closed advanced accounting.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Shweta,
Okay.
let's give it
Hi,
a try. Okay,
hi,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
My
Yeah.
name is
Thank you.
Basha.
Thank you so much.
sure.
Hi,
So guys, all the people who are joined the session, so just to make it more civilized, kindly request to post a short message in the Zoom chat, your name and the city, and I will follow as per the order of the messages posted. Okay.
sir. Hi, sir. My name is Basha, sir. I am in Australia at the moment.
Basha, can you hold on, beta? You just heard what I told you. So in Zoom, there is a chat box where you can put a short message, your name, your city you're from, and I will follow the order of the messages posted. Because aapse
Uh,
pehle there are other people and they will not feel good, right? Ki aap kyun line pe aa gaya? You are in Australia, you're in Canada, so people here follow lines, not in India ki
no, sir.
aa gaya. Mazak kar raha
Uh,
hu, Basha. No issues. Please take your time.
no, sir.
I'm
This is
here for.
time in night 2 o'clock in Australia. That's why I am waiting for your Zoom
Sure.
meeting.
So please post a message and I will talk to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, yeah, sure. I have Pramod after that. Pramod from Malaysia for spouse open work permit, right? Pramod.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Pramod. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, one time I applied a S4W visa 2020. She came to 2020 January in Canada. But due to the pandemic, I applied with delay in the 2020 November. Okay, but I got a rejection. Regarding that one, I already discussed with you few months back. Actually, there is a there is a 50-50 chances you elaborated me. But now she got 3 years work permit after the completion of the education. I want to apply again that SOWP visa.
Does she have? So Pramod, does she have a qualified NOC BA or O job?
Yeah, right now she is working as a financial accountant, financial side. Past 2 months onwards only.
Do you have children, Pramod?
No, actually, we stayed 6 months only in Malaysia after the marriage. After the marriage, she stayed in India. After 6 months, she went to Canada.
So how long have you lived together as a wife and husband?
Approximately 6 months. We have the immigration stoppings also.
6 months only. See, very important. What is happening is, again, not in a bad way, but unfortunately in India and in some countries, there is an issue with marriages for immigration purposes. So any new relationship, the visa office looks under the microscope. And I think we've discussed this, and I told you as well at that time, Pramod, make sure your relationship is very limited. You recently got married. Make sure that your wife comes to you and spends more time, but you didn't want, I think there were financial issues and also other concerns.
No, actually, right? Here, Malaysia visa, I'm working in Malaysia, right now. Here also, due to this pandemic, there is a visa speculation.
Yes. Yeah, I remember there was some issue, because very important from the visa officer's perspective is your relationship. How long have you lived as a wife and husband? This is very important. Okay. So when was the last time you met your wife?
Approximately 2019, December 17th, approximately.
Oh, see, that is bad, because again, relationship, wife and husband, this is very important, right? So now she has a job. She could have come and spent some time, right, in India with you. Where are you now? Are you in Malaysia or in India?
I'm in Malaysia, working here right now.
Yeah.
I need to apply the Malaysia visa again for her. That's why.
Okay.
Due to this one, how much time I cannot able to, the visa will get approval actually. And even though she is working right now in Canada, right? At that time, I don't know how many days they can give the leave for that one to spend here.
Yeah, but again, see, Pramod, for us, if there was any other consultant or an Rcic or an immigration lawyer, they would say, okay, pay us money and we will submit. Outcome is not our problem. But I'm telling you that, and I've been insisting from the day one when you contacted me, I've been telling you the same thing. You guys need to spend more time together. I've told you this many times previously when you joined as well. Your relationship, 3 things are very important for spouse open work permit. One is the relationship. How long have you been married? How long have you lived together as a wife and husband? This is very important. Second, your financial status, salary, and the finances are important. Third is your education and work experience. So these are the things which visa officer will consider. We have many students, we have many applications. Even with your situation, we've had many applications. In fact, I remember Praveen, one of our students, he first applied through some immigration lawyer in Montreal and paid about $2,000 or $2,500. Visa was rejected. He was newly married, and then we reapplied and it worked out, right? So again, you have to also understand, Pramod, what is happening now, right? Before the COVID, in my 10 years of practice as an international recruitment officer previously in the colleges, and also as a consultant and as an RCIC, we've helped hundreds of spouse open work permit holders, spouses for this visa. Okay. And we only had 2 refusals before 2020, before the pandemic. One was a person who had who did not indicate is New Zealand visa refusal, and he was refused with misrepresentation. The other was a person with the financial issues.
Yeah.
Right? She did not have strong finances, and the husband did not have good source of income. These were the only two people we had, and rest were all approved. But following the pandemic, there is a policy change because international students bring in money, and unlike Australia, which completely closed, Canada opened. Okay, but for spouse permit holders in the current pandemic situation with the public health situation, it is not in the best interest from the Public Health Canada, and also it is not in the best interest of the Canadian economy with the job opportunities here, right? So from 2020, the spouse open work permit refusals were almost about 45% only approvals rate.
Yeah, correct. I also noticed that one.
And in 21, there were no approvals, hardly any approvals in 21, right? So it's very unfortunate that, it's what is happening to a certain extent is not just, it's just because of the pandemic, there have been restrictions put in, and the process has been slow, and then additional restrictions. So you will eventually get here, on a spouse or a PR. But again, the problem is, Rishabh, can you mute your microphone, Rishabh? Yeah. So the problem is, as I've been telling you from the day when we spoke, your relationship is not strong. You've been with your wife for only 6 months, right? Either you go to India and she comes to India and spend time, so that we can, when we submit your spouse open work permit, we have a proof that that your wife has already specially made efforts to spend time with you as a married couple. Okay, that would add a big value to your application. If you don't want, I've been keep telling you the same thing again and again, we can go ahead and try again, but proof of relationship is weak for you, and it would be good if you can spend time together with your wife, a second honeymoon or a third honeymoon, and provide this proof to the visa officer. Okay, so if you are unable to do that, if you are unable to meet in a neutral country like India, you have issues with your visa, and you have issues with her visa coming to Malaysia, then try in India. Okay, if you really don't want, then we can submit application again and hope for the best. But again, it's a weak, when it comes to your relationship, it's not really as strong. It doesn't mean that your visa will be approved, but I don't want to give you refuse, but I don't want to give you false assurances. Okay.
Okay, sir. But I need to discuss with her. But right now she is working at whatever her feasibility of the leaves. I need to discuss with her.
Discuss and connect with us. Are you in touch with anybody from our CIP team, Pramod?
Yes, Yashwant and Sandeep. I am in touch with them actually. Sandeep, unfortunately, he is in India right now.
Sandeep, he should be back again today from work, and I will talk to him. Just give me a second.
Later, I contacted Yashwant. Yashwant is follow up my file from past 2 days onwards.
Okay. Yeah. So think about it. Talk to your wife and let me know.
And one more thing, sir, is it good for utilize this chance to come to Canada with the student visa to my profile?
No, you will not get. Your wife is a postgraduate work permit holder, and it will not work out.
It won't work out.
It is very unlikely. It's usually most programs are already closed for May intake. September, very limited opportunities. So by the time I think you will get a decision for spouse open work permit, it's only a desperate effort from your side. It doesn't make sense for you to spend about $18,000 to $20,000 for studies just because you want to get here. It's not really advisable to do that. You will eventually get your spouse open work permit or PR. It is only a question of time. And unfortunately, you just have to be patient. As I said, proof of relationship is not really strong, but you could go ahead and try again. Okay.
But at the meantime, can I follow up with TR to PR and CEC stream of the PR application to my wife profile? With
Yes, CC, yes, we can definitely. TR to PR was a one-time program, and
right, because if I got that form in the positive directions, in that way also I can able to get inside the Canada, right?
yes, you will get your PR eventually. So TR to PR was a one-time program, and we don't really know if it will be approved now again, right? Last year, 2021 was a lucky year for many international students, international graduates here. They were able to get PR as a priority from from the applicants who were not here. So for CEC, yes, you can.
CEC at least minimum 1 year completion is required, right, within the Canadian experience, right?
Yes. How many years of work? How many months of work experience does your wife have?
Just she started past 2 months only. Graduation is also
2
complete.
months. So I need 10 months. And in case TR to PR comes up, right, something comes up again, then you'll be lucky and your PR application can be included. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Only these are the concerns. But if my wife is mentioned, it is not possible to come to Malaysia within the period of the at least 1 month or 2. Then can I? Is it possible to submit my profile? I don't have other alternatives. Right?
For what?
If let's say she mentioned it is not possible to spend 1 or 2 months continuously to with leave obligation with consideration of leave. Then can I submit the profile?
For what? Submit your profile for what?
SOWP.
SOWP, we can keep on trying. Okay. But again, as I said, sometimes it works out, sometimes because you're proof of relationship, you haven't really lived, very 6 months, only 6 months, very limited.
And one more thing, sir. Right now, I'm in the Malaysia, right? The processing time will consider as a Malaysia, or else is processing time will consider in India, as per Indian passport.
So 2 things. One, applying from a third country is always a pain, a higher risk of refusal. And since you are in Malaysia, applying from Malaysia, it will be considered Malaysia processing time.
It will be considered Malaysian processing time, right?
Yes.
Because it is showing the 13 weeks only. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. These are the application. These are the doubts on I have.
Laptop.
The things. Okay.
Okay, Pramod. Keep me posted, okay? And be in touch with me.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So kindly request all the people who have joined the Zoom session to post a short message, your name and the place you are from, and I will follow as per the order of the messages posted. Okay. Amit, you don't have to wait here. You can connect with Nihilji from my team, Amit. Okay. From CIP.
Whom, sir? Shivani?
No, Shivani or Nihilji. Adiba, can you copy Shivani Nihilji's number?
Yeah, I have shared all the documents to Shivani already, sir.
You already talked to Shivani. That is good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Your brother is here?
No, sir. He is in India.
He is in India.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to proceed the profile from here so that I can, collab with Shivani and we can, take the decision quickly.
You're already here. So let me just again follow. Unfortunately, I have other people before you, Amit. Talk to Shivani. She is a resourceful. You already know what is the best program for your brother. And I will also will have a conference call together with Shivani ji. Okay. You don't waste your time here waiting for
Sure,
Okay,
sir.
Amit?
But Shivani wants to, let you know so that I can go through the process. So she said that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So where is your brother? Which city, Amit?
Sorry, sir. Gurgaon, sir.
Gurgaon se jo hai na? That's fine. Okay. I will connect with Abhinav and Suchi ji. And which program did you consider for your brother?
So we have, sir, two program, Big Data Solution Architect, and one is Project Management. I think it is opened yesterday for Canada. So
Are you okay with a small campus? Because Canada is only an international student campus.
Yeah, sir, we are okay. Just to grab.
What
that
is your brother's age?
So he is 34.
Canada might not accept 34. They have a limit to the age of the students they accept. 34 is not often they do. Okay. So let me talk to, can you call Shivani and share your brother's profile, and we can send it to Canada and see if they would actually accept it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, sir. I will talk to Shivani.
And even if it is late, I would advise you to consider Conestoga as a first priority. Abhi aap kahan pe ho?
I'm here in Kitchener, sir.
Kitchener. Conestoga has good IT programs. A strong technical program will be a better option for your brother. Okay, he's 34.
Sir, what about Big Data Solution Architect? It's already closed, or?
It is already closed. See, the big problem in Canada we have very few institutions here. You can hardly count on fingertips. And big data architecture, there are only about 3 or 4 colleges which offer. So the day one, if you don't submit, you don't get acceptance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree on that. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I will not waste your time here. Lots of.
No, I didn't want to waste your time waiting. So that's the reason I asked you.
Yes,
okay, Amit. Let me also
sir. Thank you, sir. Have a great day, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye. So I have next Shifali Pramod Norman from Hyderabad here.
Hi, sir. How are you?
मैं ठीक हूँ. Norman, just give me a second.
Sure.
Ikramji, I have Ikramji here, one of my students' father, if you don't mind.
No, sir. You can. Hi, Gautam sir. कैसे हैं आप? How are you doing?
I'm good, Ikramji. आप कैसे हो?
Sir, today I just now received these two things. I've in fact emailed it to you and to I think Akila. They're showing the wrong course and the wrong date, sir. This is really I'm really worried now.
So what happened? What was the course?
See, the course is supposed to be the digital marketing and content writing or something, right? Starting in May. But now, the old course which had the PR one, they are sending the LOA for this, for that one, along with the invoice also mentioning the same thing.
Okay, let me reach out today to our colleague and get this done really sorted out, because there's a bit of confusion in the system.
I don't know.
Yeah, so because she actually paid the deposit for that program, so they actually pulled up the old payment and added to it.
The unconditional LOA is also mentioned the same thing. The only reason is because I think, we're all getting a little distinct. The dates are getting closer and we're worried about the visa and stuff.
Yeah, let me reach out today in the afternoon and I will get. Meanwhile, what I request Amina is to send an email to York and CC us so that we have a written confirmation from her that she had applied and she had received acceptance for a second program choice, which was digital.
We can attach the other one also, the conditional one she received LOA. We can attach that also. Please see attached.
Yes, please. Okay, go ahead and I'll get this done today.
Now, Amina's with me. She'll write the email now.
Okay.
I will copy you CTIO or CIP also on that.
Okay. Okay, Kranji. Yep. Thank you.
Kindly, sir. Please talk to them today.
We'll get it done. Yes, I'll talk to our colleague and get this done. Okay.
Thank you, Gautam.
Okay.
Bye.
Norman, yes, please. Sorry to cut you in here. Norman, please.
Sir, I have a question regarding my SINP program, sir. Can I ask?
Okay.
Actually, sir,
I am an RCIC, but I'm not authorized for SINP, Norman. I have not applied. The reason being, kindly request all of you to mute your microphone so that there's no background noise. Okay. So, and
question is
Esther,
regarding, the
I
question
see
is,
Esther from Philippines. It's a bit late for them. After Norman, Basha, are you still here, Basha? I think Basha is still there. Esther?
Hi, sir.
Good evening,
Hello.
Esther.
Good
Yeah,
evening, sir.
yes. Esther, we will have a separate meeting in the morning so that I can
Oh, okay.
explain you the process, how it is late for you in Philippines, in Manila. Let me
Yeah.
get back to you. Okay. So when you
Okay,
wake up
sir.
in the morning, give me a call and I will explain you the next process, how to proceed, and we can take it forward. Okay.
I will. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Esther, and give
Bye-bye,
my
sir.
regards to mom. Okay.
Sure. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So Norman, yes, please.
sir, actually, one of my brothers is living in Saskatchewan, and he sent me a job employment offer, and that
Okay.
is approved, and I applied for the work permit as well as for the immigration. But
Okay.
Sir, I'm there,
at the
sir.
time,
Yeah, Basha, I know it's late for you. Let me finish with Norman and then I'll get back to you.
I
Okay?
just finished.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
finish in just 2 minutes.
Sure, Basha. Yes.
So
Okay.
when I applied for the work permit, the processing time was 23 months, sir, 23 weeks. And
Okay.
now it is showing 53 weeks, sir. So how they will calculate the processing timings? I'm not getting the question.
So
Answer.
processing time, Norman, I'm happy that you have a brother and he's managed this. So basically, आपका situation में, to understand, don't panic.
Okay.
The processing time keeps on changing, right? So IRCC is IRCC, and there is a delay with the whole due to the COVID and also the Afghan crisis. IRCC is speeding up the process, and the processing time will change.
Okay.
Okay, it will change as well. So
Okay.
don't panic. So, for example, if they speed up the process from 53, it might come down to 15 weeks. It might come down to 4 weeks. So it's not consistent. At now, it is 53 weeks. It means it doesn't mean that it will not change in the future. Okay. So IRCC, there's a big, yeah, for all the programs, IRCC, there's a huge delay, and IRCC is actually trying to speed up the process. There's a huge pressure on the government to push up the processing time. So I think it will change. So don't panic.
Thank you, sir. I have only this query. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay, Norman, take care. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Yes, Basha, yes, please. I'm sorry, I'll take in Basha now. He's in Australia and it's 2 p.m. out there. Basha, yes, please, beta.
Sir, I'm completed a master's here at MIT here, sir. Software engineering here completed. But I can process the here very long process is PR is very hard here.
So did you graduate and do you have a job in IT?
No, sir. I can 3 years part-time job in experience in there. I am in store manager, assistant store manager in Australia. In every week 20 hours pay shifts and is 3 years work experience is there, sir.
Okay. See why Australia? I see so many students contacting from Australia, and most of them end up working in gas stations and convenience stores. Is it so difficult for you to find an IT job there? You graduated from an IT master's, right?
Yes, sir. But this company is also networking is there. But he give the letter also is give the networking, sir. That's why I'm asking you. And one second, sir, asking you if Canada is accept PT.
CPT is not accepted for immigration. So let me put two things, Basha. Okay.
Oh, okay,
so Canada,
sir.
like Australia, we have a point-based system for immigration. It is called express entry. But unfortunately, because of the COVID, the government of Canada is not doing direct immigration FSW draws, to the
Okay.
fact for the last 6 months, they have not been even CC draws as well. So because of the pandemic, and also last year, the government of Canada had many program, PR to PR program, and some big draws, and many international graduates had received their invitation for PR. So their IRCC, or the Immigration Canada, has many applications in the pool in process. So they have put a pause on this. So that's one thing. There is no draws coming up now. And even if you want, if you're lucky to meet all the requirements, you're looking at about 1.5 years from now. First one. Second, point-based system mein jo hai, right? So how are points calculated? So you get points in the express entry for your age. You get the maximum points till 29. Uske baad education, you get maximum points for PhD, and then for masters, and then bachelor's, you get points. So you have masters. Third important criteria is English. Bina English ka, if any of these 4 factors will be missing, you will not work. It will not work out for you. So English, you have to score at minimum 8,777 in English with 8 in listening. Work experience, 3 years full time, not 20 hours. Full-time work experience is required to get the maximum points. So 4 factors: age, education, work experience, language abilities. Ye 4 factors may, if one is missing where you do not get the maximum points, you will not meet the 470 plus threshold. So aapke liye, just to be short, with your English skills, it is going to be very difficult for immigration to Canada, just like in Australia. Australia requires a very high English language skill as well. So unfortunately, if you are looking for an option for direct immigration, it will not work out. One, because of the COVID, FSW draws are closed. Second, language abilities are very important, and work experience also. You mentioned that you only have 20 hours. Okay. I know many students in Australia are struggling. We had some students from Australia who applied for the study visa and they got approval. But again, what I see a big drawback is, in Australia, most students who graduate, they end up working in gas stations and convenience stores, which is, like at least the students who contact us were unable to settle there. So with your current work experience, it's very difficult to find a relevant program for you. Okay. So one, getting to your question, unfortunately, direct immigration is not an option for you because you don't have a 3 years work experience, and language abilities may you have to score 8,777. Okay. Second, there are no employment opportunities here unless there are many, unless you are. So for IT people, for limited low skill jobs, there are opportunities, but here there are very limited opportunities here. So work visa is not also an option for you. Just give me a second. Lavanya in Zoom, anything urgent?
No, not urgent. Sir.
After 2 p.m. if you can call me, please.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Sir,
unfortunately,
Telugu vachu sir, నాకు కూడా.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that. मुझे पता है आप हैदराबाद से हो. कहाँ से हो आप?
मैं हैदराबाद से सर, आंध्रा से, विजयवाड़ा से.
Vijayawada se आप, yeah. So Australia, it's very difficult when it comes to international students for study, work, and live. Canada is the best option. Okay. So unfortunately, no, as I said, your work, if you had any IT work experience, proper work experience, then you could have tried for a study visa to study, for example, cybersecurity or other programs. So what I'll do is, I don't want to take most of a lot of your time. It's late for you. I will give you Yashwant's number from my Canada team. He is from Guntur, but he's here in Canada. So his number is 1647-217-5257. Okay. Yashwant, I'm posting it here. He is in my team and you can connect with him. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So good night, Basha. Talk to Yashwant and see what options. Immigration is not an option. Work visa is not an option for you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then take care. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello, sir.
Munir, I have Munir Sheikh, and after Munir, I have Neetu Deswal from Faridabad and Rijo Philip from Nagpur. Okay. So,
Hello, sir. This is Munir.
yes, Munir, kaise ho aap?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
So kindly request all the people to mute other than the person who is talking. Okay. Yes, Munir, please.
Sir, I'm in Hyderabad. I'm working for Bank of America for the past 12 years. I'll be turning 37 this year. I wanted to immigrate to Canada, but the problem is I am a graduate. So I'm looking for options to move there. Either it's on a study basis or on an immigrant basis. My wife has completed her master's here in India, but she is a housewife. She hasn't worked anywhere. So as I told, my wife is there. So I'm married and I have two kids who are around 8 years of age. I contacted, one of my friend got through. I mean, my friend was who was working with me. She went to this Constega in Kitchener, and she told this is a good college. And later I spoke to someone who went to the same college through your company, through this institution. She joined project management course there. She worked for Bank of America here in Hyderabad, so I got in touch with her. She said she gave your contact number and told to connect. I messaged and and I joined one of the call and I spoke to Girish. He just gave me 3 links and told me to go through that. The normal, the universities, 3 of the universities links. One thing here, sir, I got a band 7. I haven't got written my academic. I gave the general training examination and I got a band 7 there.
Okay. Munir, aap kahan se ho aap, Munir? Where are you from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad mein kahan se aap?
Chandanagar.
Chandanagar. Okay. So, Munir, are you in my Facebook group? Let me just share you a link. All the people who are joined the session, if you're not in your Facebook group, please join the Facebook group. We have about 50,000 people and many like you are in the same boat for study and immigration to Canada. I'll share you this link in the Zoom chat. So kindly request all of you to join. In case there are any small queries, you can also post it in the Facebook group and my team is there. And there are many other students who are in Canada who've been through this journey who can advise you as well. So getting back, Munir, aapka age, what is your age?
I'm 36, sir.
You're 36, okay. And one thing which I would definitely want to add before we discuss is older the person, higher is the risk of visa refusal, especially for adult students. But saying that, we have hundreds and hundreds of adult students, 35 plus, approved study visas. In fact, I think we even had one person who was 41 who was approved as well. Okay. And I'm 47 now, and I applied also. I lived in Europe and I moved to Canada also on a study visa when I was 38, 9 years ago. So possible, but reality is older the person, higher is the risk. Okay, very important for adult students, consistent work experience, academics, and a proposed program of study which is relevant to their current job and future career prospects. So this is the criteria, and it's about, I would probably say about 60 to 70% approval generally. Okay, so getting back to what we were discussing, so what is your current job, Munir? You're working in Bank of America. What is your job title, aapka?
I'm an analyst, sir. Here I do the project management. I'm a Scrum Master here.
You're a Scrum Master. You're in IT, and
even though I completed my BCom Computers, I was in operations, and then I moved into IT. I'm a Scrum Master here. I was looking at the project management course which is offered by Constega. Online.
So let's look into it. I understand. I previously worked in Conestoga College. I was the international recruitment officer in Conestoga College. I started my career when I moved to Canada. I started my career in Conestoga College. It's a great institution and it is a very good location, Waterloo. And I'll show a video after our discussion, but it's a good location. It is very affordable compared to Toronto. And I live here as well in Waterloo. So getting back, remember, from the study visa perspective, we have to choose a program which makes sense. How many years are you working as a project manager, Scrum Master?
7 years. I mean, my total experience is 15 years, of which 13 years I'm in Bank of America. I'm still continuing in Bank of America. Project management has 7 years of experience, but without a certificate.
Okay. So, okay, put yourself in the place of visa officer. Okay. And I want you to critically think, you have worked 7 years. You are a seasoned professional. You have 7 years work experience in project management, right? As a project manager. So what is the advantage for you to study project management again, right? That is one. Second, I really want you to understand, that's a very important as well, right? So why do we study? Why are you investing your time and money to study abroad? It is because you want to learn something new from what you are doing currently, but it is relevant and it will give you future career prospects. I mean, in generic, if you had 3 to 4 years work experience, we could still say, but 7 years is a substantial work experience. So I want you to critically think, put yourself in the place of visa officer, because, this is very important. It's a very big decision. So do you want to go ahead and proceed with project management? Given that you have 7 years already of work experience, what will you learn more apart from getting the certification?
One thing, I'll get my certification because I do not have a certification, sir. Secondly, as I mentioned, 7 years in IT in project management. So we don't do the entire thing here in my space. So there's bits and pieces where we do, and I am a feature lead for my team also. So you can say the governance risk framework kind of work is done by my team, and the core development and other activities is done by the other team. So that's where I'm lacking that knowledge. And obviously, because I'm into this industry and I'm also a certified Scrum Master, I was looking at to get the project management course done. And also, sir, I'm also open for options to study relevant to these courses, like something related to risk and compliance or something like that. I know cybersecurity is a very hot topic going out there, and it would take some time and effort. So
would you be interested in cybersecurity? Would it make sense for you from the career perspective?
Yes, because my current scope of work is application governance. That would also include the risk framework for Bank of America. That would be an added advantage for my profile. So that would mean that I'm enhancing my skills more compared to the current position that I'm handling.
Okay. Okay. So have you heard of York University?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, just now when the call started, I heard that someone was talking about the York University.
Yeah, Ikramji's daughter is there. Okay, so York University is the third largest university in Canada, and they have a very good program in cybersecurity. This is the only university in Canada offering this program. Okay, so let me just share you the program and then you can decide. I'll share you the program link and also a short video from the visa perspective. I would, we have a very high visa approval rate. It's a top university, and I would definitely look into that.
So may I ask one question? What is the intake that is happening? Is there any option that is available for me for this May intake or something, or we are looking at September intake itself?
Unfortunately, Munir, what is happening is the processing time is very lengthy now. It is very slow, and it's taking about 3 months, 2 to 3 months to get the visa approval.
Okay.
So, and second, you're looking at, you have to take Duolingo test because IELTS General is not accepted.
There's an academic session examination that I applied. That is, in Hyderabad, we do not have dates, and the earliest date possible here is 18th of March. That's too long, I know.
So what we can do is, see, that is one more reason why we cannot, you could, have you heard of Duolingo English test?
Yes. I heard about it. One of my friend gave that test.
Okay, so Duolingo English test, it is, okay, this is an online test where you can take this test from the comfort of your home. Okay.
Sure, sir. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yes. So if this test is an online test, it takes 1 hour for you to take this test and you get the results in 2 days. It is accepted by many institutions for admission purpose in Canada, right? US, they accept this for study and also for the visa, but in Canada, institutions only apply, IRCC Canada accepts only for
the
admission purpose, for Duolingo. Okay, so but make sure that you do not, so you have to be in a closed room with no commotion around you, no people walking around, and you have to look at the camera, not light of red, get distracted. So very important, right? If you get distracted and something happens in between, they will disqualify you and you'll be barred for 1 month.
Oh, I'll ensure that there's no disturbance. I'll send my kids to the playground for an hour.
Yeah. And it will take, and there is also a practice test. Try it for a couple of times. And I don't think English has any issue for you, aapke liye, Munir. So try this and we can apply in York University if you are interested. Again, I want you to critically think, these are very important decisions. And based on, we've been working, I've been in this industry for 21 years, and from Canada as my core focus for almost about 10 years now. Okay, we talk to many students and we see refusals, many approvals, and project management is a generic course. You can definitely keep it. If it makes sense, we can definitely try project management. But unfortunately, I'm not really sure if it is open. Right. Adiba Biti, is project management open, Adiba? In Conestoga?
No, sir, it got closed.
See, so the problem in Canada, the biggest challenge is the government of Canada offers a clear and easy pathway for immigration. Students can only study for 1 or 2 years, and professional people like you, even if you study an 8-month program and get a job and work for 1 year, okay, so it is easy. So I'm sorry, I see a message here from art decorator.
Yes.
You're in your office and you have logged out and came near the locker room. I'm sorry, it's we do free consultation every day and it's a bit of a load. I cannot give you a confirmed time.
Sir.
Go ahead. Kya naam hai aapka?
Mehdi Abbas Sharif, sir. I have applied with you guys in the month of August.
Okay.
I'm really sorry to interrupt in between, but I was
no problem. So you're applying through CIP already? Kya naam hai aapka?
Yeah, Mehdi Abbas. MEHD.
Mehdi Abbas.
Yes. So, sir, it's now the 93rd day I'm waiting for visa. I don't know how it's taking so long.
It is taking long, but you will get it there. We are currently getting many decisions. When did you apply?
7th November.
You are almost there. So last week we are getting end of October and first week of November we are getting. So you're almost there. Okay. So fingers crossed. I hope you have good academics and I hope you will get your visa.
Okay. So I passed my medical exam on 26th of Jan. So how much time it takes after medical?
There is no set date, but Mehdi, unfortunately, it's huge volume of applications there. You're almost there. 6th of November, you're almost there.
Okay. And second thing that I have already applied for, requested for deferment from Jan to May intake, but till now I haven't got my this offer letter from me, and Yashbhai told me to speak
Which
with you regarding
institution?
this York University,
York University program?
Advanced Professional Accountancy.
There are no seats for that. Let's see. See, what is happening is many students will not make it for May because of the delay in the visa process. So once you get your approval, we will work, we will coordinate with York. Might have to be a last minute situation, but I think we should be able to get it. Okay. You already have an acceptance letter for January. If your
Right.
visa is approved, I think we should be able to get in for May. Okay, so let me reach out again. I have a meeting on the 17th with the executive director of
So I
York
can
University.
accept it, and then if you could just
And-
speak with them if there is any availability, because already it got deferred from Jan to May 5 months, and again till September it will be more 3-4 months.
Let's put that aside, Mandy.
Mhm.
First visa. The rest of
No
the thing,
problem.
remember, if seats hai, so they will give us 100%.
No issues. No problem. No, the Yashbhai told me to speak with you. That's the reason I just thought to ask you about
Sure,
this.
Mandy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
take care.
No
Yeah.
issues. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah.
You're
bye.
welcome. Yeah. Sorry, Munir, the person was waiting out and I just wanted to show a message. So one project management, Munir, if you want to look into it, I'll be happy to help you. But unfortunately, the program is closed in Conestoga. There might be a couple of other options, but again, very limited at this time. The problem is, I probably would say that is not really an ethical approach. But some institutions like, Georgian College, Algonquin College, Fanshawe College, they don't accept students who have a gap of 5 years after studies. Their justification is that, there is a higher visa refusal rate for adult students. As such, they don't want to entertain students who have a gap. But institutions like Conestoga, Seneca, Humber, they are okay, but they do not have any restrictions on the age. So getting back to what we were discussing, right? So Adiba, can you share the link of the York University Cybersecurity Program meeting?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and if you just hold on a second, I just want you to give a very short perspective about York University, so that you and the other students can understand the institution. Just give me a second. It's the third largest university in Canada.
Welcome to the virtual tour of York University. York University is Canada's third largest university with over 50,000 students from over 178 countries, spread out over 2 Toronto campuses and soon to be a third in Markham in 2021. We are connected and making an impact across the globe with over 300,000 accomplished alumni, 280 international partnerships, and the only Canadian university with an eco campus in Costa Rica and MBA campus in Hyderabad, India. Founded in 1959, York is proud to be a progressive university that inspires new ways of thinking through excellence in teaching and research. We prepare our graduates for meaningful careers through top-ranked programs and diverse experiential education opportunities. Our community of diverse perspectives and backgrounds share the common goal of making the world a better place. Our motto? Tentata via. The way must be tried. Throughout this tour, you will get to see our Kiel campus and what our students experience here every day, including some of our many academic buildings and innovative learning spaces. You will see student spaces like where you can go to get food on campus, where you can study, where you can work out, the new York University subway station, and everything York has to offer. Enjoy the tour!
Here we are in York Lanes, our very own mall on campus. Located in the heart of campus, students can find restaurants, a pharmacy, banks, a dental clinic, a doctor's office, a hair salon, coffee, and more. It's also home to the York University bookstore, where students can purchase all their class materials and York gear. At York Lanes, students can use their student card, called their YU card, to purchase anything they need. York Lanes is the place on campus to find all the amenities students are looking for.
Welcome to Tate McKenzie, the hub of York athletics and recreation. My name's Micah. Let me show you around. Whether you're interested in
So that was a very short video about York University. So Munir, you are in touch with Girish, and you can connect with Anilji, and you can connect with me next time when you are there. Just let me know, and I will fast track you. So please decide what is good for you. If you are looking for project management, sometimes Conestoga programs reopen. We can try for that. But again, from I know, understand it's a practical perspective that, study and then you have a legal opportunity to apply for your postgraduate work permit and for your immigration. But again, project management, we would advise if there is not really any option. Project management, you would actually get an external certification for about $1,000 at most, right? So is it really worth spending your money for project management? And does it make sense to stress yourself and focus on good academic programs such as cybersecurity? One thing I want to add about York University is the programs in York University are offered by the School of Professional Studies, School of Continuing Studies. They have the programs are most for professionals with some industry experience. So their course structure is well balanced, about 4 hours every day, and Monday to usually, I think we had like about 400 students who already graduated from York since we started, about 300 to 400 students easily who have graduated. And we have a very good feedback that there is a balanced education out there, study and balance, and you will not, some colleges, they have huge assignments, work study loads. So think about it. Okay.
Sure, sir. So this would be a 8-month program, sir, for the cybersecurity?
Yes, same. So most colleges offer 1-year programs, which are 8 months. Some programs have a co-op or a third semester theory, but very limited. Usually most programs are 8 months because, Canada is not in the business of education. It is more, it's not like US where there are 500, 600 universities. It is not UK where they have 200 universities, right? So यहाँ पे जो है, most programs were 1967, 1969, the government of Ontario came up with the concept of colleges. Why? Because there was a gap in the skills for employment. Employees were desperate of workers. So the same concept like we have in polytech colleges, every district there is one polytech college, the same here in Ontario as well. So the colleges, the difference is they have these postgraduate programs, colleges or universities, what they're offering, they are more from the job oriented. The instructors are not professors, but industry professionals. And the time duration is 8 months, just to make it quick and prepare the students for to get the skill set and prepare them for the job. Reason being, many students ask, oh, we want to have a 2-year program. But institutions, remember, is not just for international students, but also for Canadians. So most Canadians, you don't really see a lot of Canadians studying full-time on master's, on graduate level, because if they leave their job, they will be losing the source of income, and minimum salary for, even if you work in McDonald's, you'll probably make about $40,000, $50,000 here. So sacrificing a full-time job to study full-time doesn't make sense. So most, if at all anybody wants to commit to a education, they would probably do 8 months. But most Canadians usually study online or distance education or part-time courses. Okay, so that is the reason why these courses are very limited, except universities which are research-based master's program, they have 2 years, but most programs in Canada are 1 year. Okay, so think about it, as I said, and we'll take care. We'll take it forward. Okay, but sure, Duolingo, get your Duolingo as soon as possible. Be in touch with Girish and all the people out here who are listening to our Zoom. If you have any issues, if you have any bottlenecks communicating with the team, please reach out to me, put me a message here, direct message me in the Zoom, and I will try to connect and coordinate. My team, very hardworking team. I'm very fortunate to have good people who work not just 8 hours without asking. Adiba, for example, she's been with me for almost about 5 years now. She works 12 to 15 hours every day. I didn't ask her to join the Zoom, but she is here listening and also trying to help. So most of the team, they work 10 to 12 hours easily every day. And there's a lot of activity going on, a lot of applications, a lot of students, going on. So I request patience. If you have any issues, please reach out to me with a direct message and I will coordinate with my team. Okay.
Sure. So thank you, sir. One last question. Do we have any co-op options here in the York University?
Very limited co-op options for 1-year programs, unfortunately.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll get in touch with you.
Okay. Yeah, I told you I have a meeting on York on 17, but the problem is co-op is basically an internship. So unless they are very big companies who are committed more as a social enterprise, or they really are desperate for people to hire them, they don't want to commit the resources. So to hire an intern and teach them, they need to have a mentor, manager, premises, financial investment, right? Time and finances to invest in all that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Monique. So nice talking to you. Please be in touch with Girish, and any questions, please reach out to me.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Have a good night. Yes. Neetu Deswal here from Faridabad, and then I have Rijo Philip from Nagpur. Neetu, are you here, Neetu?
Yes. Hi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Betty. Good morning from Toronto. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, I want to ask for study visa. I have done my master's in pharmacy and I have almost around 3.5 years of job experience. And I have turned 30 years just on 7th of Feb. So, which course should I opt for?
So, you're from Faridabad. We have many students from Faridabad, interestingly. I think, yeah. Okay. So, what is your age, Neetu?
I'm 30 years old.
30 years old, not bad, no big deal age-wise. Okay. Academics. So, what is your highest level of education?
Master's in pharmacy. I have done
Master's in pharmacy. Okay.
Yes.
And so, was it a integrated degree, B.Pharm and M.Pharm?
Yes, it was. Yeah, B.Pharm and M.Pharm.
What was your percentage in B.Pharm?
It was 71%.
That is very good. And what is your current job, Neetu?
I am working as a trainer in Wipro pharmacovigilance process.
Okay, assistant trainer. So what is assistant trainer?
So basically, I just train the people who join our process initially, and for everything like process wise and every training we need to give them about the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if just thinking, if it was a technical education, so a trainer is a bit kind of interesting position you have, and I'm just thinking what would be the best option. So how do you see your career, Neetu? Yahan pe beti, what do you think? What are your plans for your career here in Canada?
Basically, I want to be a registered pharmacist over there. So that is my future goal and future plan for that.
How come, Betty? How many years have you worked as a trainer? Did you have any work experience as a pharmacist?
No, I don't have any experience as a pharmacist. And as a trainer, I am working from last 1 year. It's been a 1 year as a trainer.
And what did you do before working as a trainer?
Before that, I was a quality analyst and I got promoted as a trainer in the same company.
So you have experience as a quality analyst. Okay.
Yes, I have experience as quality analyst and then trainer.
Okay, that's good. There is would you be interested in regulatory affairs or pharmaceutical science?
Yes, that is also relevant to my field. So,
okay. So one bit in, so I'm not sure if you can still make it, but we can still give it a try. Northeastern University.
Okay.
So this is in Toronto. They have a master's. I can connect you with Nihilji from my team. He used to work in our Surat, Gujarat office. He's a pharmacist, and he was into he was into research as well, and is doing his master's program. He'll be just graduating in a couple of months. So this is the program, and unfortunately, it's for India. It's very competitive, and Northeastern University is actually a US university, and they have opened a couple of years ago. They opened a small campus, boutique campus in Toronto, and I have an agreement with them for in Canada students, but for international students from India, they don't pay us anything. But we still try to help students, whoever is good. If anybody comes and asks for help, we try to help them. So Northeastern University, the program tuition fees is over $40,000, but they have a very good regulatory affairs program. So this is one option.
Okay.
This is a 2-year program for about $45,000 with insurance and everything. Books, you'd probably be about 45, 44, 40 plus. Second, Durham College in Oshawa, this is a public institution. They have a program which is pharmaceutical science.
Okay.
This is the only college in Canada which has this program.
Okay.
Okay. Adiba, can you share this link, Betty, the Regulatory Affairs Masters and the Pharmaceutical Science? Okay, Adiba, if you're here, can you share? So kindly request all the people who have joined the Zoom session to post, instead of raising hands, kindly post a short message in the Zoom chat, your name and the city where you are from, and I will follow as per the order of the messages posted, okay? So this is a very good program, and I would advise you, and not for Algonquin, and there is also one more program in Algonquin. So Northeastern Regulatory Affairs is a 2 years master's, and if you're not interested in 2 years master's, you can also look in Algonquin. Also has a regulatory affairs program. Yeah, thanks, Adiba. So can you, Adiba, can you? Yes. Yeah. So this program closes very fast. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your year of graduation, master's? Because they also have a limitation as to the age gap after your studies. When did you study?
I have completed my master's in 2018.
That's very good. So we can look at this program for September intake if you are interested. Okay. Because you're interested in pharmacy, right? I wouldn't want you to invest $40,000 when you are not really focused on working in regulatory affairs. So you could do a 1-year program in regulatory affairs, and second program you could do if you could do in pharmaceutical science. That is more related to the clinical, the practical side of pharmacy. That would be a good, both programs would be a good combination for you. Okay.
So is there any university or college in British Columbia? Because my preference is British Columbia.
Zero.
Nothing is there, like regarding my profile or linking to my profile.
Nothing is there. See, unfortunately, regulatory affairs program is very limited. For example, colleges in Humber, Seneca, they have this regulatory affairs. They do not offer this program to international students at all. And pharmacy technician, so pharmacist here, anything like in India, right, for medicine and also for nursing and pharmacy, there is high demand from local students. And for master's education, priority is given to Canadians and not international students.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you have no option but to study in Ontario, and then after your studies, move to British Columbia.
Okay. And is there any other program which I can opt for
No.
other than these?
So from the visa perspective, remember,
Mhm.
for the higher approval rate, the proposed program of study should be relevant to your education. And in case
Yeah.
of adult students, with your work experience. So you have to choose a program which is related to pharmacy and pharmaceutical science or regulatory affairs. Other programs will not really work out and will have a higher risk of visa refusal.
Okay. And I am married and I got married in November. So what about the spouse visa? Like if my husband wants to go with me, is there
Okay.
any program or is there any process
So
of it?
together, Biti, when you're applying for a study visa, it is a
Yeah.
temporary resident visa, right? It's a
Yes.
temporary visa category. Okay.
Mm.
So from this perspective, unfortunately, when you apply together, for example, you're applying for your husband for your study visa and husband for spouse open work permit within the same application
Yes.
together, there is a very high risk of visa refusal. Why? Because Sonam is also asking the same question. Because study visa is a temporary category and you have to prove ties to your home country. So when your
Okay.
family is traveling with you, planning to travel with you, right? Family ties are the strongest ties to to show proof of your stay in India, of your relationship in India, proof of ties to your home country. So when your family are planning to travel together, there is a higher risk of visa refusal.
Okay. And after how much time my husband can apply for his work permit?
So we usually advise students to
Yeah.
apply after
Yeah.
you start your studies.
Okay. Okay.
So again, we had mixed responses. We have students who have been approved. Personally, myself, I also came to Canada when I was 38. I'm 47 now, and I moved on study visa. I was the primary applicant, and my wife and my two kids were dependent, and I applied together. But the reason was I had extensive travel history. I've traveled to over 30 countries. I'd been many times to Canada. I had a multiple visa almost about 8 years, Canada valid. I had a US multiple visa, I had a valid Schengen visa, I had a valid UK visa, and extensive travel history. So worked out in my case. It doesn't mean that, it might work out, it might not work out. But again, you have to tick your priorities. What is your priority? Coming together with your husband and put yourself in the risk of visa refusal, or ensuring that you have the best chances of getting your study visa approval?
Yes.
And then the husband will follow you. It's only a question of time. Because of the COVID, there is a lot of delay with the spouse open work permit. But previously, before COVID, it was just about 1 to 2 months approval time.
Okay.
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 So are you in touch with anybody from my team?
No, I have not been in touch with anybody.
Gautam sir, this is Rakesh. I'm her husband. You
Hello,
remember?
Rakesh.
I've been in touch with you since the time Nihil used to be managing North India.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So she's your wife. So do you have Nihil's number, Rakesh?
Since he moved to Canada, I do not have his new number. But if
Let me
Abhita
connect
can-
you with him. Let me reconnect you with him. Adiba, can you give Nihilji's number? Can you copy Nihilji's number here? And also, we have two more staff in Delhi, in Gurgaon, Suchi and Abhinav. Adiba, can you also copy Suchi's number, please?
Okay, sir.
Thank you. You had your dinner, Viti, Kina, you're on right?
No, sir, I'm just going around 9:30.
9:30. Okay. Anil, can I have Naresh or Rohan or Gokul with me here?
Yes, sir. I can have Naresh and Gokul. Rohan is not well.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah,
Sonam here.
Sonam Beti. So let me, if it is the same question what we just discussed, Sonam. So
No, sir. Actually, my husband already in Canada, and I just want to know about the spouse open work permit.
Sure, hold on. Again, there are people out there. I just
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
sir.
make sure that let me log the meeting today so that other people, so all the people in the Facebook group and in the watching in our social media. So I am going to log this meeting in 5 minutes so that I can give time to the other people who already have joined here. So if you have any questions, please join within the next 5 minutes and I will log this meeting. So Sonam, let me get back to Rakesh and
Yes, sir. Sure.
this
No issue. Thank you,
pause
sir.
and we can,
Hello, sir.
yeah,
I already dropped a message on chat box.
yeah, sure. I will get in out here. Okay. So Neetu and Rakesh, Adiba has posted the numbers here. She will post the numbers here.
Perfect. I'll definitely take those numbers and get connected with your team. I just have two follow-up questions. One is that I understand with her applying, uh, solo would have better chances for her visa acceptance. If she does that, how long would you suggest the spouse should wait before we apply? Like 3 months, 6 months? Is there a timeline that you would
No,
suggest?
no. See, you have two options. I'll give you practically what practically worked out, right?
Mhm.
So once we have, it's three options. Okay. You can apply together with your spouse if you have children and if there is a situation where it is impossible for you guys to separate, then you can definitely try that, right? But higher risk of refusal. Okay, that is the option one. Second option, you can apply immediately after your wife's study visa is approved. Okay, that is the second option. Third option, which is the best option, is you can apply after your wife starts her studies in Canada, immediately after she starts studies.
And that means once she gets her SIN, is it?
It has nothing to do with a study permit. Basically, she comes to Canada, starts her studies. So one of the requirements of the spouse open work permit program is that the student should be an active international student enrolled and pursuing full-time studies.
Okay.
That is the primary requirement. Okay. So the reason why I'm telling you is we had only one situation many years ago. We had one of our students who was studying who got his visa approval for Concordia University in Montreal for a master's program. And we applied for his wife's visa. He just got his visa approval and we applied and the visa officer declined. Later we reapplied and visa was approved, but the reason was, though you have your study visa, you are not enrolled and pursuing your studies. As such, you do not meet the criteria for spouse open work for the spouse open work permit wife, right? We only had one situation, but many people approved as well. So don't really, it's not something which is enforced. But again, I just wanted to give heads up what is the official requirement. So one, you can apply together, but a very high risk of visa refusal. Second, you can apply after your wife's visa is approved. Third, you can apply after your wife's study visa, after she starts her study.
Okay, perfect. That sounds great. Actually, that means that if her study starts in the month of September, once once we hit September, that is only when it will be advisable for the spouse to start the visa processing, right?
That would be the best what we heard, because you meet the requirements. Your spouse is already here and we can take it forward. Okay.
Perfect.
Do you have any children, Rakesh?
No, we did not. We just got married like last year. It's been 3 months.
Okay, very important again as well. Remember what what I was telling as well. Relationship, proof of relationship is very important when it comes to the spouse open work permit. There is big concern with IRCC about marriages to facilitate immigration. And as you know, it happens very often in some parts of India.
Yep.
Okay. So this is very important. The more you are married and live together, that will give you a better perspective, better chances from the visa approval.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So only 3 months, and by September, it will be another 7 months. So 1 year is still okay, but again, it's still kind of, not the easiest, not the easiest situation. Do you guys have any travel history, international travel history?
Not more. I just went to Dubai once. Apart from that, no travel history as such in past for any of us.
Okay, so Rakesh, you have to prepare your wife mentally and physically to withstand. It is not easy for all the married couple who are planning to come here. The last 2 years have been very rocky, and again, I want you to understand that because of the COVID, the IRCC had slowed down, and coming here alone for the first time is not easy. Yes, if you come to GTA and Vancouver, this is home away from home for us. Huge Indian community, Indian restaurants, Indian groceries, everything out here. But again, still you have to be strong mentally to survive alone here until your spouses join. Okay, sometimes there might be refusals when we might have to reapply. So again, please embark on this path only if you are mentally and emotionally ready to face the separation for some time. Okay, this is very important. And it's not easy, I understand. Personally, I hardly travel without my family. Anywhere I go, even for business trips, I travel with my wife and with my kids. I find it very difficult to stay away from them. So I can understand the pain, but again, unfortunately, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. So guys, please be ready especially women, from a middle class, we don't even go out in the evening alone. And here we are talking about coming to a new country alone. Okay. So Rakesh, so Adiba has shared the details out there and we'll take it forward. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, I have one last question actually. My brother is there in British Columbia, Vancouver. He has studied there and now he's working there. So that is
There
why
is
our
nothing
preference
out there,
was.
but you need to unfortunately see. You can check in all the universities. Say BC may, what are the options? Vancouver may, SFU, UBC, and a couple of private universities, and there is nothing in pharmacy out there. And there is an option in Vancouver for healthcare, masters in healthcare. But again, you are from pharmacy background. If you opt for that, there is a risk of refusal. If you really want to try it, we can go ahead. But again, it is not really a resourceful program from your future career prospects.
Okay.
Okay. So we work with Trinity Western University. They have a master's in health, master's in leadership, health, with elective on health. But again, you are not really into healthcare sector, and I'm not really confident about your visa approval if you do that. If you go for regulatory affairs, remember, it is more about first from the visa perspective and also from the future career perspective. You have to invest your time and money in a program which is makes sense for you. Ontario unfortunately has the highest number of colleges. Ontario has highest number of colleges, but unfortunately in BC, very limited. If you look at Vancouver, may you only have Langara College, only one college. In Westminster, it is Douglas College, and then it is Vancouver Community Colleges. Only 3 colleges out there.
Okay.
And sir, if you talk about the regulatory affairs, I know she has done her researches about being a pharmacist and pharmacy technician, but we do not have any idea of the background about regulatory affairs. How does that work, and what would be the fields that they would approach after the course?
Yeah, just give me a second. Hello.
Hello, Gautam garu.
Yes.
Yeah, నేను రాము boycott.
And I'm in a Zoom session till 1 o'clock. I will be free after 2 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, can I call it after 1 o'clock?
After 2, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hello. So getting back, Nitu, regulatory affairs, check in with, so what is regulatory affairs? So all the pharmaceutical companies which are in research and manufacturing, they are into the regulatory affairs to ensure that all the medicines and all the manufacturing process is in line with the quality assurance and meets the government regulations. Good opportunities here.
Okay.
Okay. But again, you are focused on becoming a pharmacist. And until you get your pharmacy license, you have options to work as, regulatory affairs, as a clinical research. Salaries in clinical research are very good. We had some students who recently graduated from pharmacy background, and they are working as a clinical research, and the salary is starting from $100,000. Even for a pharmacist, you don't make such, you don't make such salary.
Okay.
Okay. So research these programs, connect with Nihilji. He is the best expert for this, and he'll be happy to help you. And for the process, application process, he will coordinate with Suchi and Abhinav from our Delhi team. Good. Okay.
Sure.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much once again, Gautam.
You're welcome, Rakesh. Nice talking to you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Gautam. I'm Yashwanti here. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Hello, Yashwanti. So if you don't mind, we have a Zoom link, and I have asked all the people to post a short message, and I'm following the order of the messages posted.
Yeah,
I've
I think I
locked the Zoom.
texted you, in your personal chat.
Okay, let me just go through. I'm
in the
just trying
sequence.
to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Thanks.
so I have Shifali here, Pramod here, Mohammad, Munir, Neetu. I have Rijo Philip from Nagpur. Rijo, are you here, Rijo?
Hi, Gautam sir. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good evening, and good morning out here. Still 11 o'clock. Yes, Rijo, please. Thanks for waiting. Yes, Rijo.
Gautam sir, I'm in touch with Adiba madam as well. It's regarding
We spoke previously, right, Rijo?
We spoke around like last year, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So as I discussed last year, that I have completed my master's, and I'm currently working as an HR partner. And I'm looking for a student visa platform to get into the Canada. So I was working. So the thing is, my sister got her UK visa, so that is why I halted my process. Now everything is sorted. She is landed into UK. I'm planning to take my career to Canada. So I was looking for a course option, like what will the best plan for me.
See, Adiba has shared your profile with me, Rijo. Academics are very important. Your bachelors are low. That is a big challenge. That is going to be the big challenge. Okay. Hina, after Rijo, I have Hina and Janish here. Okay. Hina, Janish, and Dilip Menon. So Rijo, you have excellent work experience. You're working in Ethos. It's a big IT company, right? It's a French company.
Yes. Yes.
Right. We had people from Ethos who applied through us previously. So,
I have a good scoring in masters as well. I have a good scoring in masters, I think.
I know. Yeah, you have 82% in masters. See, the problem is when you already have an MBA in HR and you're currently working as a HR, there's not really much option left, right? So what is your age, Rijo?
30.
30. So how do you see your future here in Canada? You can, like from the practical, you can, unfortunately, because you have limited options, you can look into project management, you can look into operations management, you can look into, organization management. These are the three options only.
So I can look into for organization management. I can link with my profile, I guess.
Operations management, organization management.
Organization.
So there is there are two options for you. And one is, I'm not sure if I can help you. I'm waiting for an approval. So we currently work with Cambrian College. It's not a big campus. Okay. There are two options, Cambrian College. Let me just share you. So Cambrian College is located in Sudbury. It is the largest city. It is a mining city and the largest city in north of Ontario. It's just about 4 hours from Toronto. But again, from the perspective, if you look at, So this is the main campus, and they have organization management, which is offered in September intake. Okay. Adiba Beti, can you share this link to Rija?
Okay.
That is one option. Second option, Cambrian College has an international campus only for international students, and which is the classes are organized by a private by a college called Hanson College in Brampton and in North York. Okay. So, but it is a small campus, and we currently have approval only for in Canada students for Cambrian Hanson. So we can, if you know, if you are flexible for this main campus, we can help you. Here, I'm not sure if I can help you. Hanson College. So they have this in Brampton. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with the location. I don't have any specific location I'm looking for.
That's fine. Second, I wouldn't really advise you, but last option for you, I would advise you to consider. There is a private university in Atlantic provinces, Moncton, New Brunswick.
Okay.
So they have a program which is called Organization Management. It's a master's program, Masters of Organization Management. I'm not sure with your academics if you will work out, but you know, something you can try. But northeast of Atlantic provinces are like northeast in India. Okay.
Okay.
Very small provinces, very limited population, climate not the best, about 30%. You know, in Moncton, the population is just about 30,000 people. Very limited part-time job opportunities, limited full-time job opportunities. You will eventually find, but it will, you know, might work out. Okay. So these are the three options.
So we can focus. So we can focus on like I'm getting a low pay, so I can put this thing on the SOP. I can highlight this. That is why I'm applying for the student visa. So I can focus on this.
We can see, you know, we have a very high visa approval rate, especially for Indians, very high visa approval rate. And in your situation, to be honest, not the best of the profile, but again, you have no other option but to give it a try, right, Rija? So what is your current salary, Rija?
Current salary is 5 lakh CTC.
Okay. So remember, you know, but you don't really have any other option except giving it a try, right? What are the minus points in your profile? One, your academics are low in your bachelor's. Two, unfortunately, MBA, when you already have a higher degree education, right, it is also, you know, might not really be convincing for the visa officer why you need to study again a master's or a postgraduate. So that is also in your, you know, it's not an advantage for you here, right? Two options. Second, very important, you have to connect the program, how the program, one, that the program is not a repetition of your MBA, right? The subjects what you have studied in MBA. Second, you have to connect with your future career prospects.
Okay.
Okay, so I've closed this, I've logged the Zoom meeting. No other people will be able to join. So I'll try to talk to all of you as much as I can today. So Rijo, think about these two programs with Adiba and let me know if you have, and talk to Anilji as well. Anilji is also available from 12 in the morning. We have Suchi from our North India team. And in the afternoon, we have Anilji here in the same Zoom link, and in the morning, evening 7:30 India time, I'm here from 7:30. So think about it. And
in our Facebook group also, I have seen, you know, multiple people who have applied after having an MBA, plus their academics.
We have many approvals, but again, we have hundreds of approvals for MBA. But again, I want you to aware of all the risk factors. Okay. So you cannot generalize that everybody will get visa. But again, risk factors, they are refusals, and it is something which I think you should definitely consider thinking about, having just an understanding. Okay, just give me a second, Midun.
Yeah, sure, sir.
All good, Midun?
Yeah. I thought like you were talking to me. Like, so
I'm sorry, I'm in the Zoom session and I will finish only at around 1 o'clock, Midun. Shall I call you back after that?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry for
No problem. All good?
I'll call you later. I'll call you later. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'll connect you after 1 o'clock.
That's fine. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Sir.
Is there anyone, like any student who can, as in who I can connect with them, as in who have taken, any courses related to HR or who have completed?
There are many out there. See, unfortunately, Riju, we have thousands of students. Even when after getting the visa, I asked them to post a review on a Facebook group. You see only 37. We have helped thousands of students. So once your visa is approved, you don't hear until they get into trouble and they need any advice from us, right? So see, the problem is once students come here, they are busy with their studies and part-time job, and the last thing they would want to do is talk to somebody and give their time and explain all this, right? And it's not going to be a one-time call. If because you are in the process of in this journey, you'd probably keep calling and trying to talk to them and understand more, right? So not many people would volunteer, but we have a huge group. We have a group, a Facebook group, about 50,000, also WhatsApp group. And, if anybody volunteers to talk to you, please post a message, but not often people would tend to give their time, especially given the time difference in the night and all that, right? Give it a try. They're all there, 50,000 students, and half of them are in Canada who have studied and who have graduated. Many of them even got their PR. One of my students recently got his PR. I was there till 8 p.m. on the day TR to PR opened. He was unable to pay. I was there helping him. After that, I helped him. He calls me 24/7, and I asked him to post a timeline for his PR, and I haven't heard from him till now. It's been a week.
Sure, noted. But I just had a thought. So I just thought of like giving a try. So I was thinking like, can I hide my MBA and I can plan for another MBA? So to be speaking honestly, doing an MBA.
I'm a legal counsel. Okay, we cannot entertain and we cannot. It is not ethical from my side to do that. Second, you're in that case, your bachelor's, you only have 51%, and you really need a miracle to get a visa with that. Okay. So look into programs like project management, organization management. Those programs will give you a chance. Unfortunately, you have to pay a price for the mistakes, whatever. Unfortunately, your health situations or family issues, whatever has happened. But academics, we have to answer for our academics.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So I'll work on the profile which you have shared, and I'll connect with both.
Adiba. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you, Riju. Take care.
Sure.
Hello.
So I'm following this. I think I had after Nikit. So I have Hina after Riju. Hina, are you here, Hina? Hina, I think she has exited. Okay. Hina from New Delhi. Okay, she's exited. I think Janish Prajapati from Gujarat.
Yes, sir. I am Janish.
Okay, hello Janish. Uske baad Janish ke baad I have Dilip Menon, and then I have Munir. I already spoke to him. Ankita Patel from India after Janish. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Janish. Yes, please.
First of all, I'm here to planning to Canada. I'm actually here for my wife's study permit visa, and I want a guidance. So
Okay.
can you guide
So
me
are
some?
you, Janish, are you in touch with anybody from our CIP team?
Yes, sir. I already talked with Adiba ma'am, who
Okay, I
is
have
in
your
Ahmedabad.
profile.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hrutu Janish Prajapati, 24,
Yeah.
Gandhinagar,
Yeah,
BSc
right.
Microbiology, 70%, Masters MSc Microbiology, work experience 1 year, 4 months. So what is your, so your Nikunj, how is Nikunj related to you?
Yes, sir. Nikunj Prajapati is my brother-in-law, and he
Is
already
it?
met you in Canada before 4 years. Actually, he recommended, he suggested many students whom you applied already.
Okay, I think I know Nikunj, yes.
Also.
Yeah, nice guy, yes. So what is your wife's work experience, Janish?
My wife, she is now working in as a receptionist in in a MD clinic. Yeah.
Okay, so she's working as a receptionist in MD clinic.
Yeah, gynecologist. She is working with a MD gynecologist.
Okay, see, from the study visa perspective, remember the proposed program of study should be relevant to the education, or in case of adult students, it should be relevant to the work experience. Okay, receptionist, to be honest, how many years of work experience she has?
Just 1 year and about 3 months.
Okay, a receptionist is not the best of the work experience to correlate with a program to choose to study.
Okay.
Right. So, I would, after microbiology, I think you can look into food science technology or biotechnology fast track. But again, work experience in relevant field would be a big advantage from the visa perspective, because when you apply for the visa officer will see the application forms. In the application forms, we will indicate the work experience, and your current work experience, your wife's current work experience is receptionist. So 1.5 year of work experience as a receptionist, and she wants to go to higher education, higher study.
Okay.
Not
So,
the best work
okay.
experience.
You
So
mean to say it's quite difficult to elaborate to the visa officer?
exactly. So what I suggest you is first, okay, look at opportunities where your wife is, for example, Conestoga, there is a very good program. Let me just share you. So this program in Conestoga is for students who are from microbiology and science background. It is in food leadership. Okay. So let me share you the screen here.
Sir, can we apply on this current IELTS band score in Conestoga College as you recommend?
What is your wife's IELTS?
My wife's IELTS score is overall 6, and in overall 6 and in speaking 6.5.
No. So for all PG programs, all good colleges require 6.5 with no band less than 6. So she has to retake her IELTS. Okay, 6.5 with no band less than 6 for admission. So first, let's think about the program. क्या apply करेंगे पहले, किस program को apply करेंगे? That is what is interesting, right? So there are two programs. Unfortunately, they're already closed now for January intake, but this program, food safety and quality assurance, food processing. So microbiology students, if she gets into a relevant internship or a job, she might be able to apply. So if you look at the admission requirements here, you see that in advanced a college degree in food technology, engineering, or science related field.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is one. Yeah, that is the requirement. So science related field, your wife has science related field, so you can look into that. Second, unfortunately, there are no PG programs in microbiology, very limited here.
Sir, can I apply in healthcare management courses? I heard about that from many people.
I was thinking about it, but
sir.
remember, if your wife's title is receptionist.
Okay.
So reception has a very basic jobs. if she is working as a healthcare manager, right, manager and managing the clinic, then it is relevant.
But sir, she is already managing all the clinical works such as collecting blood, and she just
So
contact
Janish,
with the patient and doctor.
yeah, so Janish, it is more about the title in the reference letter.
Okay, sir. Okay, I
Okay,
can.
so if as you said that she is doing all the duties in the healthcare management, so make sure that her job title reflects the letter in the reference letter, because we'll have to provide one in the with the visa application. You'll have to indicate your job title, employment reference letter. Later on also, when you apply for PR, the same information, the reference letters have also to be there. So talk to the manager if she's performing all the duties as a healthcare, hospital management or healthcare, right? Talk to the management, and if they are able to give a proper designation, then we can go ahead with healthcare.
Okay, sir. So, sir, what do you think that we should reattempt in IELTS, or we can apply
100%.
on this basis?
We can apply. If you had contacted me last week, we could have applied in Canadore College. So Canadore College is closed. It is a small international campus, and unfortunately, I'll show you. Let me show. Canadore College has 3 campuses in GTA in Toronto, and in so this is right. This is the email from the college here. And if you see, यहाँ पे healthcare administration, they had in Scarborough campus, and it was cool. And this is the date from 4th of February, Friday.
Okay, sir.
So if you had contacted me at the time, we could have done it, but unfortunately it's late. So
okay, sir, don't mind. Actually, I talked with Adiba man before 4 days, but we couldn't connect with you, and she suggested me to
so
talk
every
with
day,
you.
yes. So we have Anil ji, who's the director of our India team. We have Suchi ji, who is the manager of our North India team. This Zoom link is active for 12 hours to 14 hours every day, from 10:30 in the morning.
Okay, sir.
Till 12 o'clock in the night. What time is it in India now?
Already 10 p.m.
10.
Right.
So for 10, so 12 hours we are here from 10:30 in the morning to 10:30 in the evening. You can always connect if you want. Remember, the problem why we did was there were a lot of students who were always complaining, oh, we cannot connect with your team or with CIP. So we made a 12-hour open channel. So anybody who wants to connect with CIP, they can join our Zoom link and they can connect.
Okay, sir. Definitely, I will talk to Anil sir tomorrow,
Okay,
so that I
so
can
think
get,
about it. What you want to do? Talk to your management first, not Anil sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
So what do you have to do now? One, talk to your management first.
Management.
Second, work on your English, wife's English. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, then take care.
So we have to work on these two things which you told me.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Okay, and give my regards to Nikunj.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely, I will let him know.
Ankita Patel from Gujarat. Ankita Beti, are you here?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Ankita. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm Ankita from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. My age is 26. I did
Ankita,
BSc. Yeah.
Are you in touch with Adiba or anybody from our Gujarat team? Beti?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
आप कहाँ से हो गुजरात में? अहमदाबाद से हो कि कहाँ से?
हाँ, sir. Yeah, Ahmedabad, sir.
अहमदाबाद से. तो अहमदाबाद में कहाँ पे आप?
Sola.
Sola में. Okay.
Okay.
So I have your Adiba is very prompt and she always shares everything on time. So I have your profile. Thanks, Adiba. So I have your profile here, 26 years, and you have bachelor's in biochemistry. Beti,
Yes.
kyun 5.25? Why is that? What happened? 5.25 kya hua beti? Academics
sir.
are very important.
Yes, sir, I know that, but
And you have MS in food science and nutrition.
yes, sir.
You have a master's, and you're currently working as a dietitian in Mehta Cardiology Hospital. You have 4 months work experience, and I understood what you wrote here. Any food related course near Oshawa in Ontario. Okay. Near Oshawa, beti, yahan pe jaise, as I told you, in Canada, the same concept in India, every district, there is only one college. So in Oshawa area, there is only one college, which is Durham.
Okay,
But
sir, yeah.
unfortunately, they don't have food related PG programs. Food, there is one, it's not far from there, but Georgian College mein, if you see Georgian College, they have a postgraduate program in nutrition. Let me just share the screen. Graduate certificates, and if you see the program here, food and nutrition management. Okay, but again, remember, very important, you already have a master's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So make sure that check the course here, program outline. So the program should not be the program should not be a repetition of what you studied, the curriculum.
Okay.
Okay, so look at the program and see if it is not a repetition of what you have studied. That is one. Second, what was your master's? Your master's was food science and nutrition.
Food science and nutrition.
So there is one program in Conestoga. Adiba, you can also share this, and food safety and quality assurance, and lead food safety quality assurance. And there is another program which is operations leadership in food manufacturing. But these programs are an option if you have work experience in the food industry and not as a nutritionist.
Okay, sir. If it is possible, if I will manage a 4-year work experience in any hospital as a dietitian.
So if you are working as a dietitian, Bete, remember the only program for dietitians is this program in Georgian College. Okay. So you have to check in if the master's, what you already have studied, remember, put yourself in the place of visa officer. You studied a master's in dietitian. Okay, food science and dietitian.
Okay.
So does it make sense to study another program? And if you are studying another program, what is it a repetition of what you studied in master's?
Yes, sir, actually, yeah.
Okay, so go through the program curriculum. It is relevant. You can apply, but again, make sure that the curriculum, what you studied, is not a complete repetition of what you studied.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Check this and then get back to Adiba.
If in my case, sir, it is possible if I will show food manager in a saffron restaurant, and then I will apply a 2-year course in Canada as any food management related.
But it's not about 2 year or 1 year. Okay. So many explain kiya hai. Most programs, Lambton College has a 2-year program, but it is already closed, a 2-year PG program. Okay, so you can look into these PG programs. 2 years are very limited. But again, what I'm trying to explain you is, okay, one thing before again you take up this 2-year story. In Canada, if you study 1+1, right, 2 years of study or a 2-year duration program, it is still a 3-year postgraduate work permit. There are very few 2-year programs in Canada, only 1-year programs, because these programs are not only for international students but also Canadians, right? So Canadians will not study for 2 years full time because they are working and their salary is $40,000 to $50,000, even an entry-level job. So they will not drop their studies and study 2 times. So that is the reason the colleges have started these programs to provide a skill set very fast in 8 months, so people can get the degree and look for jobs. Okay. So first talk to Adiba Beti, look at the programs, what I have advised you, and then think about it. What is your IELTS score?
Sir, अभी मैंने IELTS नहीं दी हुई है.
So पहले आप IELTS दो, उसके बाद then think about the program. That is the first. So 2 things what you have to do. One is your IELTS or Duolingo.
Yes,
so get your English, because programs are already closed for September intake, and if you delay, they will be closed for January intake as well.
Okay, so understand.
Okay, because in Canada, we have very limited institutions. The day a college or a university opens, they receive hundreds of applications. We hardly have about 50 colleges and 50 universities in Canada. And if you take the good location, Toronto, Vancouver, you hardly have about 15 to 20. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
सर मेरी प्रोफाइल में मैं इफ अगर पीआर के लिए लाइक पीएनपी प्रोग्राम में अपनी फाइल रखूं तो वो बेटर रहेगा, मतलब स्टूडेंट वीजा के सिवा.
Why do you think all people are coming here, Betty? There are more than 2 lakh people, Indian students, who come here. Immigration is not easy. There are, yeah, PNP program, if you are lucky, PNP में जो है maximum 5, 6, 7,000 होते हैं. And they also, most of the PNP programs require a job offer. With the exception, few programs, Saskatchewan में यहाँ पे without job offer, they can. But again, very limited, 200, 300 every month draw होता है. Right, sometimes 100. So I'm not authorized for Saskatchewan. I have not applied for that, and we do not deal with PNP. In Canada, the application process, immigration process, is a very transparent process. Okay, you can read it, you can understand it, and you can do it yourself as well. So first, आप पहले PNP बात करने से पहले आप website पे जाके which province you are interested, and research and educate yourself. That is very important, because when you go to an immigration lawyer, a consultant, you know, especially India में फालतू आपको बहुत सारे मिलेंगे. There are many agencies in India who are not authorized, who are not RCICs or immigration lawyers, and they are providing services, immigration services, which is illegal. They are not authorized. But the problem is, we Canadian government, we cannot act on Indian agents because they are in India. And Indian government doesn't care what is happening out there when it comes to all this sub-agent networking and all this. Okay, so educate yourself first and then look at your choices. Everything is there on the website in English. Very understandable process, clearly explained.
Okay, sir. Sir, one last question. My NOC code is a 3132 dietitian. उसमें like exam यहाँ से देकर जानी होती है, वो license based NOC code है. तो मुझे यहाँ से एग्जाम क्लियर करके जानी होती है या फिर मैं वहां पे जाके क्लियर कर सकती हूँ?
So exams जो है बेटी, you have to, licensing authorities are here in Canada.
Okay.
So you have to give your exam here.
Okay, there is no issue. Okay, sir.
Okay, so the issue आपके लिए, one is you don't have your IELTS अभी. Second, you have low academics in your bachelor's. Third, you are not yet researched the process. Okay, so first look at the PNP, read it, go to the province. For example, you are interested in Ontario. Go to the Ontario PNP and read about it. Go to the Saskatchewan PNP and read about it. Most provinces for the PNP require a job offer from an employer, a validated job offer, not just on a document.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Beti Ankita, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You joined a couple of days ago, but I think we
Yeah,
couldn't
sir,
talk. I remember you in the meeting.
Okay, sir. No worry. Thank you so much.
Oh, good luck, Betty. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I have so I just spoke to Janish and then Ankita. Uske baad I have Nikita here. Nikita from, okay. Yeah. So Nikita, did you talk to Anil Sarama?
Yes, I've spoken to one of the agent from CIP. So I'll tell you. I have spoken to Girish sir. So I'll tell you my outline what I have done. So I have completed my bachelor's in life sciences, and I have a 3 years of work experience that is in clinical research industry. My company name is Icon. So I have applied for healthcare administration because it is related to my work experience. So I have received my visa refusal on 2nd of February. So after that, I have spoken to Anil sir, and
So who was your consultant, Amma? Through which agency did you apply?
I'm currently staying in Vijayawada. My consultant name is Top Notch Consultancy, which is located in Vijayawada.
The lady's name Banu or something.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, she's the one.
I think you spoke to me previously.
No, sir. This is the first time I have dropped you a
Okay.
message in WhatsApp, but after that, I just thought it would be good to go by nearby consultancy. That's the main mistake I have done.
So what is your bachelor? What is your age, Nikita?
My age is 24 currently.
24. And what is your bachelor stream and percentage?
67.
67. Bachelor stream?
Stream is life sciences.
Life sciences. And backlogs?
No.
And year of graduation, 2014, right?
2015.
15. So what is your current job?
Sorry, 2018. I'm so sorry. 2018
18.
is my bachelor's. Yeah.
What is your current job, Amma?
My current job is I'm working as a project associate in PRA Health Sciences. That is now known as Icon.
And is it a clinical research or what is it?
No, actually, it's complete. I comes under project administration department, but I'm working in a clinical research organization. My role will be a non-clinical side.
Mm-hmm. And you've applied for healthcare?
Yeah, healthcare administration.
Mm-hmm. So your job is more into management side, nothing to do with.
It's kind of related to this clinical side as well because I'll be performing some of the clinical tasks as well. So it's a mix of both.
Okay, well, healthcare is not a bad program. What I suggest you is, what did your consultant suggest you?
Basically, after the visa refusal, I have spoken to them regarding the CAPE notes and should I apply them or not. They said they don't have any idea regarding that. So that's where I have taken all my credentials from them and I didn't consult them after that.
Okay. So what I suggest you, Amma, apply for your visa refusal notes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
There are many websites you can do it. Once you get your visa refusal notes, reach out to me and then we will discuss the options. I wouldn't want to advise you anything without seeing your visa refusal notes. Okay.
Yeah, sir. But the thing I'm confused about is I just want to, because if I want to apply for May or September intake, because I have applied in St. Lawrence College. The policies of St. Lawrence colleges, I can't differ from Jan to September. I only have options to differ from Jan to May intake. So if I wait now, I'll be only the only option will be in the next 2023 Jan intake.
So we cannot, see, we provide free services.
Mm-hmm.
Every visa application will take at least 100 hours of our time, discussion, talking. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you already applied to St. Lawrence College, so if your visa gets approved, your agency, whoever, I think they don't have a direct agreement, but might be, I'm not sure. So they will get the money
Yeah, yeah,
from
I
St.
know.
Lawrence College. So if you plan to go ahead, please reapply. Reach out to me with a justification letter. I can check it and I can give you my feedback. If you want to go ahead with May, there is very limited time for you. But unfortunately, without the visa refusal notes, you are shooting in the dark. It is a lottery. Okay, if what you have to do is write a justification letter why you consider this program as the best choice and what are the future career prospects.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. But I have one more question. So it's like if I have already applied for Cape Note. So I had did some research in the Google that it will almost take 30 days to arrive.
Exactly. So again, if you want to go for main intake, it is shooting in the dark.
Okay, just we have to take risk and apply, but okay, I understand.
Okay. Go ahead and apply, Amma. So reach out to me with your SOP. I can check it, or reach out to Anil sir with your SOP. I think you already spoke to Anil sir quite some time as well.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I wish you good luck, Amma, and very important to choose. Many students don't realize, like Nikita, unfortunately, they think that, okay, we will go to a local agency, but remember the local agency will only put your photo and give you congrats, but once you are in Canada, they will not be able to support you. So we support our students from India and also in Canada. Obviously, we cannot be your taxi driver and drive you everywhere, but again, whenever you need help, I'm an RCIC. We have Alex is an RCIC in my team as well. So we are here to support our students from the study visa to immigration. So always choose an agency which can support you, not just with the visa process in India. Don't be fooled by going to a local agency. Your real journey starts once you come to Canada. Getting your visa approval is only the first step. So make sure that you take good decisions and don't go just to a local sub-agent because they are there physically.
I've understood. Thank you so much for your advice.
Okay, Nama Nikita. So wish you good luck and reach out to me with your statement of purpose, me or Anil sir, okay?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I have Rachel here from Congo. Rachel.
Yes, sir.
And after Rachel, I have Jenmai from Jenmai. Adiba Beti, 49%. It's very difficult for us. The only thing what we could probably do is MBA in UCW, but 49% is a big challenge. Jenmai, please wait, Jenmai. Let me talk to Rachel and I'll get back to you. Okay, Rachel?
Yes, hello, sir.
Yeah, just give me a second, Rachel.
All right.
Поедь, пожалуйста. Okay. Rachel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so where are you from Congo? Which city?
I'm from Likasi.
Likasi. Do you speak English and French both?
Yes, I do.
That's nice. So how did you get our contact details?
I got it from, I think one day I was just searching on Facebook, and that's how I
You're in
got
a close
connected.
friend. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. And what are you doing in China? Which city in China are you, Rachel?
I'm in Zhenjiang.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, currently I'm doing a part-time job, and then I wanted to pursue for my PhD, but then I've realized that it's almost the same thing with what I did in my master's degree.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is your bachelor's? Where did you study your bachelor's, Rachel?
Yes, sir. I did my bachelor degree in civil engineering. I finished in 2018.
2018. And
Yes.
what is your age, Rachel? How old are you?
I'm 25 now.
You're 25. Very interesting. And 2018, where did you study your bachelor's? In Congo or in
China?
China? In China. So,
Yes,
and
sir.
what are you doing after 2018?
Yes, after 2018, I had a job opportunity to go and work home. But then the company that proposed me to get into that job said that I had to gain some experiences in management. So I had the opportunity again to apply for MBA in the same school for 2 years. And I did the MBA from 2018 to 2021.
Oh my God. Once you have a higher education, master's, it's a bit of a pain. So you have a bachelor's in civil, then you have an MBA, but no work experience.
No work experience, only internships.
Okay, work experience is very important, Rachel. So, because you, from the perspective of put yourself in the place of visa officer, right? So you have a bachelor's in civil, and then you have an MBA program. So what else do you want to study?
Last time I talked to one of the agents, and actually I wanted to pursue project management and to go into that line.
So project management usually is a good option for students with work experience. In theory, you can give it a try, but without work experience, it's a tough call. Second, China. General rule, if you're applying from a third country, Rachel, the risk of visa refusal is very high. Okay. So Adiba has shared me your details here, and you're 24, you have a master's and internship. First internship was 3 months, second internship was 8 months. So was it in China?
Yes, actually I sent this last year, this details.
Okay, and your bachelor's stream is 72. The best, Rachel, what I would suggest you is, does it make sense for you to be in China? I mean, do you have a job there, or how are you surviving there? What are you doing these days?
No, that's why I actually want to leave this country, because it's so difficult to get a job for international students. Right now, I'm just doing a part-time job, but they cannot give you a full-time job. That's why I really want to leave this country. Yeah.
Yeah. So one, applying for visa from a third country is a high risk. Second, you don't really have work experience, Rachel. What I would suggest you, Rachel, is think about getting work experience, in civil, because you already have an MBA. Management courses will not help. Okay. It's a repetition of what you have studied previously. Second, I would advise you to look into civil, because once you have some, work experience in civil engineering, you can apply for construction project management or other civil programs, because that is a postgraduate level of program, and that's a technical program based on your bachelor's. I'm not sure if you're interested in that.
Yes, I am. So what about maybe supply chain management or transportation logistic management? What about
that? Sorry?
I'm thinking, what about supply chain management or transportation logistic management?
No, Rachel, you have nothing, you have no work experience or education related. It is not relevant. Your visa is very unlikely to get approved. My best advice for you, Rachel, these things you really have to plan, Rachel. These takes time. You're very young. You're only 24. So my advice for you, it will be a tough decision for you, but go home to Congo, right? Get a job, okay, in civil engineering. Whatever you get a job, if you get a job in civil engineering, you have a bachelor's and it's a solid reason for you to study civil engineering, project management, construction project management programs, or environmental building science, or any civil related programs, because that is relevant to your bachelor's.
Okay.
Okay, so I strongly suggest you to go back home, try to get a job 1 year, and remember, you are actually a very strong candidate for direct immigration, because Congo, you speak both English and French. So what is Express Entry? Express Entry is a point-based system for direct immigration, the federal skilled worker program. So what is required? Age 29, you get maximum points. Education, master's is okay. You already have an MBA from China. Third, you speak both English, you have good English and French. So try to score high level in these two languages. And what is missing is 3 years work experience, Rachel.
All right.
Okay, so if you are able to get not even 3 years, I think even because you have French, you can get up to maximum 50 points. Even if you are able to get an official work experience in Congo for 1 or 2 years, the currently FSW is closed. You don't really have to spend your time and money on education. Okay, reach out to me. I'll give you my number, direct number. Adiba can also give you, but usually I can talk after, things are pretty much busy for me, but after I finish Zoom after 12, 1 o'clock, and sometimes I might have some windows between my meetings. So let me talk to you. You were interesting. I never had an applicant from Congo, and your communication skills are very good. And, you can actually help other people also apply to study here in Canada. So I will talk about this. And so very easy for you. You already have masters. You need to get a 1 year qualified work experience, 1 or 2 years, and plan. I can help you with the express entry immigration. Don't worry about the money part. Okay. We are not really expensive. We charge very limited fees, and you can definitely make it. I don't think you need to really consider. Most of the students who are here are from India and they don't speak French.
Okay.
So they are at the disadvantage of losing 50 points, which you have an advantage. Your score after 1 year or 2 years of work experience, your CRS score will be 470 plus if you do a good job with your IELTS, with your English and French tests.
All right. Sir, I have one more question. Do I have to work in my country, or I can work, because I have some family members in Zambia. So does it have to be in my country, or even
No, that's fine. You can even work in Zambia. No big deal.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Rachel. So send me a message on my WhatsApp. I'd love to be in touch with you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure talking to you, Rachel. And
Thank
stay
you.
safe. It's not
Thank
an
you.
easy place, China, for us. It's a very. I remember I had a student from Ukraine, and we used to do hospitality placements in China. So I sent him to China to work in a hotel. At the front desk, and he was saying that Chinese people love the blonde people, and every day people used to come and take pictures with him.
Same with me.
Same with you as well, right?
Yes.
Interesting. That's very nice. Yeah, I hope you had a positive experience out there. I hear I had some friends who lived there, very helpful Chinese people out there. Again,
Yes.
I'm not very helpful, right? Yeah.
Yes, some of
Do
them
you
are
speak
very.
Chinese, Rachel?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's a great combination.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Do ping me and send me a request on Facebook, Rachel. I'd love
All
to
right.
connect with you. Okay.
All right. Thank
Take
you
care.
so much, sir.
Pleasure
Thank
talking to you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye. Motion from Australia, guys. There's one person. It's 3 o'clock in Australia. I would love to talk to him so that he can go to bed in peace. Motion.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Motion. Thanks for patiently waiting, Motion. Yes, please.
So actually, I have done my master's in Sydney.
Okay.
I came to Australia in 2017. I have done my master's, and I'm currently working in IT as a part-time job as a junior network engineer.
That's very good. Junior network engineer. What was your bachelor's? मोशन कहाँ से हो आप?
मैं
Which city
हैदराबाद
है?
से हूँ। मैं
अपने
हैदराबाद
हैदराबाद
से
से हो आप? हैदराबाद में
जी
कहाँ से?
हैदराबाद में यूसुफगुड़ा नियर अमीरपेट।
I know I had a friend out there. He has his dental practice. My very close friend
Yes.
Ravi lives in Yusufgura.
जी जी। तो
That's very
मैंने
nice.
मास्टर्स किया। I have completed my masters and
So
working
what
as a
happened in
PhD.
Australia? Why are you looking for prospects in Canada? Do you think it's very difficult for you to get PR in Australia?
To be honest, at the moment they have changed the rules, and they have increased the experience from 1 year to 3 years minimum requirement. So that's the reason it is bit difficult to get a PR over here. So I'm searching an alternative option as I have an experience as well. So not as an education mostly, but I'm looking for an immigration purpose. Actually, I have done my PT as well, and I'm planning to give IELTS journal very soon in this month. So I
So
have
tell me one
experience.
thing. Why are you working part-time? Why not full-time in IT?
Because I have currently I'm doing two jobs. I was on my TR, so I was working as a customer service representative in retail industry since 4 years. So when I completed my studies and I got my job in IT as a junior network engineer as a part-time, so I'm continuing both the jobs in retail industry since 4 years, 4.5 years, and in IT industry since 1 year.
Okay, because see, from the immigration perspective, if you one jo hai motion, so I was just explaining, Rachel. You heard me explaining, right?
Yes, I heard.
Yeah. So currently, Government of Canada, because of the COVID, just like Australia, they have curbed, except Australia stopped students as well, international students, but Canada has kept international students going in. So immigration, what is immigration? Age, education, work experience, language abilities.
Yes.
Okay. So age, you are okay. Education, you are okay. Language abilities, you have to score 8,777 IELTS.
Yes.
And work experience, you need to have 3 years of full-time work experience.
Okay. So as I told you, I have like 4 years as a part-time job. Will it be counted or not?
So let's look eligibility for a skilled worker program. So this is where you should go and check in. Okay. So eligibility for a skilled worker. This is the program for immigration. You will be applying under the skilled worker program. So work experience. Skilled work experience means that you should have worked in one of these groups: managerial jobs, professional jobs, technical jobs. Okay. It should be 1 year of continuing work experience, or 1560 hours, 30 hours per week. Right? Second, it can be a full-time job, 30 hours per week for 12 months, or it can be equal amount in part-time. So for example, 15 hours per week for 24 months. Okay. So you can, but the problem is whatever the job you are applying, if you will get maximum points only for 3 years plus work experience. So because the last 1.5 year IRCC, Government of Canada, has stopped these draws, the people in the pool who have applied, there are people who are learning French, who have relatives here, siblings here in Canada, they get additional points. So the score will go up to 500. So if you don't have 3 years of work experience, you will not get the points. So you will not touch the CRS score motion. So you will not touch the score which is required. So what you have to do is English.
Yeah, I'm planning to give English in this month.
And second, work experience. So if you do not have 3 years work experience, you will not get. So where do you have to score? You have to score very high in English. So play with the CRS tool. Do you know how to check your CRS score?
Yeah, CLB 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
CRS score, how do you check it? Do you know there is an IRCC website page? There is a tool called CRS tool where you can check your score.
CRS. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so just Google CRS tool and it will take you directly to this website.
Okay. Okay.
Go and check your tool. So if you are coming anywhere around 480, it makes sense for direct immigration. Other than that, it is not. So the other option for you is, for example, we work with York University. They have a program in cybersecurity. Okay, so we can look into that, right? So research your CRS score and then get back to me.
So do you have anything like diploma in cybersecurity or any other course relating to my profile?
Yes, there are postgraduate diploma programs in cybersecurity. What I suggest you is, Mushin, this is the first time, this is a long journey, a lot of research and understanding for you yet. So go to bed today. This is a permanent Zoom link. Anilji from our India team this Zoom is active from 10:30 a.m. India time. Okay. In the morning, we have Suchi ji, who is manager for North India, and after 12, Anil ji will be here. You can talk to him, do your research, and decide what is the best option for you. Okay. Take your time, go to bed, Avi, and think what I have told you. Direct immigration will be very difficult because you do not have 3 years of work experience and you have to really score very high in IELTS.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Moshin. Thanks for waiting, and be in touch with Anilji India team, and any questions, reach out to me next time. But again, still a lot of research and understanding for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, sorry, let me just get back to
Hello.
Yeah, Jenmai, please hold on. Jenmai, unfortunately, you have low academics and it is going to be very difficult with 49%.
Hello.
Jenmai?
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah. So let me complete you. So 49 academics are very important. Okay. So अगर आपको कुछ try करना है, तो then you can look into MBA and UCW. I'm not sure they would accept. There's a lot of background noise, Jenmai. Can you go to another room?
Hello. So now it's fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, sir. So actually, my the background is CA. I have completed. So in Canada, I have heard that the CPA courses are there, which are tied up to my CA university from India Institute. So is there the scope that I can be eligible for a CPA course at that place after taking up some
Yes,
course
you
like
can.
global business management or something like that?
You cannot take global business management. You are in the finance industry, right? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so what I suggest you, Vita, talk to Adiba about UCW MBA in finance.
Okay.
Adiba, talk to UCW MBA in finance. If Adiba is not there, I think she's exited.
Okay.
Okay. Adiba, you are still here, Betty, right? So talk to him, discuss about the MBA in finance. There are other people who are waiting. I don't want to barge in, but there is only one option for you. Aapke liye. Look that option. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So your
Baad mein you can get your CPA. No issues with that.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have Yashwanti Kovuru.
Yeah, hi Gautam. Good morning.
Good morning, Amas. Thanks for waiting. Where are you from,
No
Yashwanti?
problem. I'm from Chennai, Gautam.
You're Chennai. Are you a Telugu or a Tamil?
In Telugu ne.
What is your
Yashwanti
age,
Kovuru.
Amma?
I'm 30 years old.
You're only 30. Okay. See, the reason I asked you, my cousins, they have a last name Kolluri. We have many relatives Kolluri.
Oh, nice.
So our caste is Sagara Upara. I'm not sure if you are from this, but again, I think common names, many family names, last
Yes,
names are very
yes.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Amma, how can I help you?
Yes, Gautam. Actually, it's high time. Yeah, Gautam. To start with, I applied for Conestoga College Project Management Program for Jan intake on November 1st, and just 3 hours ago, I received a refusal decision on visa with a reason stating that 2161 cannot there that you will not leave Canada at the end of your stay. This is the only reason mentioned. And number one, I just spoke to Mr. Anil a while ago, and I was giving him a brief about my background. So I have done my PGDM from Finance and Entrepreneurship from India, 2013 pass out. After which I have 6.5 years experience from banking industry as a channel manager, as a relationship manager, and also dealing with operations and wealth management services.
Are you married, Amma?
Yes, recently, yes.
Okay. So what is your highest level of education?
It's PGDM, equivalent to MBA, 2-year full-time program.
What was the program?
Postgraduate diploma in management from Finance and Entrepreneurship. AICTE approved. Yeah.
And you are an express entry pool?
No, sir. No.
No. Okay. And what is your bachelor stream and percentage?
It's BBA with 68%.
Any backlogs?
No, sir.
And you, who advised you project management, Amma?
So number
Who
one,
was your,
it's out of my interest initially. And
who was your
second thing,
consultancy? Through which
I dealt with
consultancy?
IDP, sir. IDP Chennai.
Okay. So remember, project management is a generic course, Yashwanti. Unfortunately, it's not a bad choice from the visa perspective, but it is a very generic course. And, it's kind of, see, put yourself in the place of visa officers. You are already a senior. You're working in a senior position already. You're working as an assistant manager, right?
My last role was senior manager, sir.
Senior manager, right? So you already have a senior managerial role, and you're applying for a project management program.
Right.
You're more into financial industry. You are into wealth management. So you should have looked into a technical program more. You could have looked into financial technology. You could have looked into financial program. Or worst case, I know you have an MBA program, but maybe an MBA would have been a better option for you as well. MBA finance, or you have a PGM program, very limited. But again, it's unfortunately when you have a PG education in finance, project management is one of those choices we have. Financial technology we have, but with project management, it is always unfortunately it is a
Not the
lottery.
right. Yeah.
It's a lottery, because you can do an external management certification for $1,000.
Right.
Right. So in your situation, because you already have a PG in finance, you also are very limited with the choice of programs what you can study here. Right. So what you can do, two options, right? Option one, so your acceptance was for May intake or for January intake?
For Jan intake, and I started attending online and waiting for this decision. But sir, choosing my agenda for choosing a project management program was to get PMI certified and to change my career path. Into financial services, dealing with the commercial banking products. So in that line, I wanted to represent myself in similar way I presented in SOP. But sir, here main thing, I took a break from career in December to 2019. So from Jan 2020 to December, that is last month, I have not been working, idle for 2 years.
That is not good as well. So being unemployed, especially when you are in the process for study visa, is also a big minus. I think yesterday I was talking to one of the students, or today I was explaining them. That's a minus, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah.
What I would suggest you is, one, if you are really convinced that this program is for you and you want to go ahead, you can reapply with a justification letter as to why this program is important. Second,
Okay, sir.
you could get a job. You could probably postpone this to some time, maybe for January 23 intake, and meanwhile look for a job.
Okay.
Okay. So unemployed for recent graduate, it's okay. But for adult students like you, it is a big minus.
I understand, sir.
Unless, we have many, unless you have a child and you are committing to childcare, it makes sense.
No, sir. I do not have such. Sir, in option 1, as you're suggesting, reapplying, sir, will it be reapplication entirely as a new, or just reconsideration?
It will be a new application. So it's a bit confusing. So we've had instances where we previously just through web form submitted a justification letter. Sometimes we had approvals. Sometimes we did not get any update. Sometimes, in some instances, some students recently received email stating that they are no longer reconsidering, right? So it's been mixed response. So if you apply for a reconsideration, I don't really know what the outcome, because there is no standard procedure for that, right? So it might be an approval, it might be a refusal, of the upholding the previous decision, or you might not even get any response for months.
Understood, sir.
Okay, so it will be a full-fledged new application if you want to resubmit.
Right, sir. Sir, otherwise, just with curiosity, do IRCC accept only the ongoing students or ongoing working professionals? They did not consider any profile with a gap of, with a professional gap of a year or two, with a justified reason?
Usually, if it was a good consultant, we would have insisted on having work experience. For example, I think me and Anil sir here, he might have processed over 5,000 applications, since he might have helped many. So Anil, are you here, Anil, or busy?
Yes, sir. Writing an email. Sorry. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, Anil, so did you actually see any adult students without work experience, unemployed for 2 years, getting approvals? I don't remember.
No, sir. I've not seen any.
I have not. We, as a priority in system, it's very important to have a proper education consultant who guides properly. I personally do not take students, adult students, especially if they are unemployed, unless they insist. But usually I insist that they get a job and start the process.
Right, sir. So what would be the best option now, to reapply or to withdraw is the confusion now.
Your acceptance is for January, so already you don't have an acceptance. So think again, send an email to Conestoga. You will have to defer to your next intake, right? So think about it's a very painful process, unfortunately, getting a refusal, and it's not easy. It's a very painful process. So I want you to sleep, think about it, and then decide what you want to do. Okay?
Yeah, sure, sir. We'll do that.
Okay, Nama Yashwanti, take care. I'm sure you are a very talented person. You have very good communication skills, and I think wherever you are, you will really do best.
Thanks a lot, Gautam. Yeah.
Okay, Nama, take care.
Good day. Bye.
Bye. I have Sandeep Chopra, Rakesh here. Sandeep and Rakesh, are you here? Sandeep, I think he's exited. Rakesh, are you here, Rakesh? Rakesh is exited. And then Urvashi Maharaj. Urvashi, are you here, Urvashi?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Gautam.
Good evening. You sound very familiar in your name. Are you in a Facebook group, Urvashi?
Absolutely, I'm there. And a few months back, I had contacted you.
You are in Dubai?
No, I'm so sorry, not in Dubai. We are based in Gurgaon.
Okay.
And it was that time when I had contacted you, it was regarding my husband's study refusal. Yeah, so right now we are not considering that, and we have given up all that. But presently, I'm here to speak to you for our visitor visa.
Very unlikely after a study visa refusal to get a visitor visa. Do you have any close relatives here in Canada?
Yes. We have a travel history to Canada in 2014 where we had visited our family members and we had come back after 1.5 months of stay. And after that, we have not met them. They came to India for a while in between, I think 6 or 7 years back.
So what was the reason, Urvashi? Your husband, what did he apply for?
He had applied for an MBA, project management, and for supply chain. And I'll give you a short
Which institution?
It was VIU, Vancouver University, Island University.
Vancouver Island University. Okay.
Yes. So the short history I'll just give you about him, that he's a military man. He's a retired commander. He was in a navy. And
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, so probably you'll remember that. So his file is there in for PR, and he had his first. He's 45 years old, and he had his first refusal in September 2020. And it was with the visa was applied with the family. Sadly, nobody got, because we had a past history.
Sorry,
where
just a second. Yeah. Joby, I'm in a Zoom meeting. Call me after 2 o'clock, please.
Okay.
Yeah. So MBA in. Yeah. Why didn't you try, Urvashi? You didn't have good academics and work experience?
No, the issue is, I did my BCom and I got married to him, and then, I could not pursue my career. I wanted to get into designing and all, but I could not pursue my career as he was in military, he was in defense, and, he was always busy with his duties. So, I had to be home to look after and he was on a transferable job very frequently. So we decided that let him take care of the nation and let me take care of the home and children. So, and then, yes, I have an experience of 4 to 5 years in hotel industry, where I was as junior chef and head chef. I worked.
Because that's what you contacted me. You were looking for some work permit or something like that, right? I remember which. Yeah.
Yes. And right now, presently, I have a small venture which I've started, my own company. I'm a baker, full-fledged baker. So I'm we're doing that, and it's LLP. The basic purpose of visiting, I'm coming to Canada is just to visit my family members, my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law is a citizen, and my sister-in-law.
Yeah, okay. So I understood. What you could do is, Anana, okay, now take the phone. So the best distraction for kids is say hi.
Hi. Hello.
So my daughter. Yeah.
So
close the door, Betty. Anana. Close the door. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. So see, you can give it a try, but unfortunately, it's a lottery, Urvashi. Aapko, you applied. It's good that you have a travel history, and you previously been to Canada, but very important one to show why at this time you're planning, right? Maybe once the pandemic slows down, maybe it makes sense for you to look into it. We are just in the middle of the pandemic, and with the Omicron, everybody has high hopes that
Things
things
will
will
get better now.
better, right?
Yes.
So
No,
I think you should wait for some time, Urvashi, and try again.
okay. Yeah, my only purpose was actually we'll not be applying for my husband because he's doing his MBA right now from MDI Gurgaon. So his course is going on, so he will not be able to join us. And the visa application will be only for me and both my daughters. And the catch
How
here
old are
is
your children?
my elder one is 16 and a half, and the younger one is 12 and a half.
Give it a try. It's a lottery, to be honest, but not really much you can do. It's a straightforward process. Invitation, finances, very important to show your finances, your business, family ties, and properties. And aapke husband, what is he doing, Urvashi?
Right now, presently, he's pursuing his MBA from MDI Gurgaon.
No, apart from education.
Yeah, so presently he is not working because he wants to focus on his course. And but yes, his interviews are lined up now. Since his course is ending in March, mid, so the interviews and all those campus selection, everything is going on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
currently the
He's
source of
unemployed.
income is pension.
Pension, absolutely.
Okay, which it is and your business LLP is with your husband?
Yeah, it's with my
That's
husband.
good. Okay, yeah, give it a try. It's a lottery, right? But again, I think it's not the best time to try for a visitor visa at this time.
So if I don't apply for him and show that he's here, he'll be staying back in India, and he's pursuing his MBA. And if I have an invite from my brother-in-law, the financial background, if it's strong, and my parents are here, my in-laws are here. So if I show all that, will that help?
It might help, but again, I cannot guarantee you or assure you that you will get. It is once somebody in your family has a visa refusal, they will definitely see that. But again, since you have a travel history, you have a business and strong finances, and your husband is staying in India, and you are applying with your kids, so might work out. Might work out. Give it a try. To be honest, I have no answers for that, except that it is a lottery.
So do you help in visitor visas?
Not really.
In filing. Okay. All right. All
It's a
right.
very simple process. Please don't waste your money. It's a very straightforward process. Invitation letter, right? Letter of explanation, finances, business registration, immobile properties, chartered account statement. That's it.
Yeah. But actually, why I've been planning to go through a consultant, like in 2014 when we traveled, we didn't hire any consultant because he was in military, and we didn't have any refusal as such. There was no issue in documentation. But now I thought I'll hire a good, a consultant, so that because of the refusals. So I just wanted to make our file as strong as possible and more genuine instead of.
Sure. See, Urvashi ji, your husband served our nation, right?
Yes.
The least I can do is support him here in this, your family. So please reach out to me once you are ready. But I think this is not the best time to do all this. Please wait for another 2 or 3 months and then look into it. There's a huge, I'd say there's a huge backlog of applications out there.
Yes.
So I would suggest you to wait at least for 3 to 4 months before you go ahead with this.
So I can approach you around May if you suggest.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right. Thank you for your time, Mr. Gautam. Take care.
You too as well, Ushiji.
And what about his express entry? Because his file is already there. So do we have any chances?
Express entry is stopped, and because of his age, education, work experience, the points, his points will be very low, and it is very unlikely that he will get an invite under the FSW.
Yeah, his score is 346, sorry.
Yeah, so because there's been a pause, there are so many people with top English 8 or higher IELTS, and with siblings here, the score would probably about 490 to 500, at least for the first 5-6 draws. For
Okay.
FSW draws. So immigration is not really an option.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gautam. Take care. Bye-bye. Good day.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Aishwarya, are you here, Aishwarya? Aishwarya Sharma from Canada.
Hello.
Hello, Aishwarya. Thanks for waiting, Betty. You contacted yesterday. You came in late, right?
Yes, I came late
I think
yesterday.
you and Rcic were after 12. Yeah, please go ahead, Aishwarya. How can I help you?
So the thing is that right now I'm in Canada, and this is my first course in Conestoga College, Doon campus. I taken project management over here. So I just want to make, I just want to know much more about the spouse process because I want to apply for my spouse.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been married, Aishwarya? Abkhazia, where are you from?
I'm basically from Haryana.
Haryana, which city?
Yamunanagar. Actually, I got married there, but I'm basically from Maharashtra.
Maharashtra mein kahan se aap?
Amravati.
Amravati. Okay,
Yeah.
beautiful place. That's where Ajanta and Ellora is, right? Amravati?
Which city you told?
Amravati, is it near Ajanta and Ellora caves?
No.
No.
I
was
guess
getting...
we have two Amravati. So you're talking about some other. I guess
Is
Nagpur.
it?
From Nagpur, it's near about like I can say 2 hours of journey.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Yamunanagar, yes, many Yamunanagar, everybody is here, I guess. So many people from Yamunanagar. We had students from Yamunanagar. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. So getting back, how long have you been married, Aishwarya?
Like it's near about. I got married in 2020. Yeah, November 2020. So it's more than 1 year.
Okay. So 3 things, Betty, Aishwarya, when you are talking about the spouse open work permit, 3 things are very important. One, your relationship. How long have you been married and lived together? If it's talking about the marriage, was it a traditional marriage? Was it a love marriage? How long was your relationship? Second, after marriage, how long have you lived as a wife and husband? So relationship is the primary criteria. Second, your finances, right? What is the source of income? How are your savings? How solid are your savings? Properties, immovable properties, financial investments. This is the second important criteria. Third is your caliber of the person, right? Education and work experience. What is your spouse education and work experience? So these are the 3 important things. And fourth, aapke situation mein, Aishwarya, your study permit, kab tak hai aapka study permit?
Study permit, so 31st of December 2022. So I think I need to take one more course.
Yes. So abhi jo hai, you can apply for your spouse open work permit for your husband, but it is taking time. And what will happen is it might take 6 months or 8 months. So by the time you get your decision, you're almost ending your program.
Yes, exactly.
And also your studies. So the duration of your husband's spouse open work permit will be valid only till your study permit. So what I suggest you is ki aap, are you planning for September intake for a second program or for
Yes.
January?
Actually, I thought that to take in the month of January to take other course for January, but someone told me not to take for January, so I think I need to take for September because means because it will be a drop, right?
It will be a pain because again, it's what is important at this time is to get your study permit extension so that you can apply for your spouse open work permit as soon as possible, right? So
Okay.
what is your bachelor stream and percentage?
Like I done bachelor's in electronics telecommunication and percentage was 72.
Okay, electronics and
Yeah.
communications.
Yeah.
And what
And
is your age?
age is 26.
26, electronics
Yeah.
and communications. Any backlogs?
Backlogs. Yeah, I do have 7 backlogs.
That's not bad. Okay. And your work experience, Betty?
Yeah, I do have like near about 4+ years of experience. I've worked in a US staffing company as a technical recruiter.
Technical. So how do you see your future career in Canada?
Like see, first of all, I just want to tell you because first I have, I just want to take a course for human resource management, but at that time I don't have that course, so I taken the course project management over here. So, but I'm planning to take one more course because I need to take that. But I'm just, I'm confused which course should I take and like when should I file for my spouse. So that's the
Any
most important
Yeah.
issue.
So one, what we could do is it's very important to choose a course which is job oriented, which will give you job prospects because you're currently studying project management, which is a generic course. And not
Yes.
often international students without work experience will get job as project managers,
Yes, exactly.
right? So HR is a good course, uh, many options. If you want the best, we work with York University and we can definitely get you acceptance in York if you have good IELTS and academics. It's a very good program. Comparatively, we had many students who graduated from York, from Conestoga to uh, in York. I can connect you with Shivaniji from my team. Did you talk to
Yeah,
Shivaniji?
yeah. I talked with Shivani. Yeah.
Yeah, so Shivaniji actually studied in Conestoga and then she studied in York as well. So York School of Professional Continuing Studies, School of Continuing Studies, it's a balanced, it's more for professionals and it is a balanced course. It is not, I would say probably, when the study load and assignment load, it's not as
Yeah.
hectic as colleges.
Because it's actually very much
I
in
know.
Conestoga. I guess you know much more about Conestoga.
Yes. So it's not easy. I understand the commitment for all that.
Even,
So if
I talked with Conestoga faculty, not faculty, actually, it's admission team. I told them to just, I want to get a new course for the same, campus. But I think I don't know what happened. They are saying that the course is closed for September ending. Human
high
resource
demand.
management.
So see, what we can do, Betty, one, if you apply through us in any institution where we are paid for our services, we will support you in the future for spouse open work permit without my legal fees, only a consultation fees of $100. Okay, we don't charge anything in the future as well for immigration as well. I myself, I am an RCIC, and we have Alex in our team who's also an RCIC. We also support in the future for immigration. It's not difficult, but it's hand holding and going through everything also takes time, right? So for CEC there are immigration consultants and lawyers who charge from $2,000 to $5,000, name it. We do it free for our students. I don't charge any legal fees. Whoever, but only one thing, for example, Nihilji or Shivani, if she's the manager who's helping you, we request you to give a $250 consultation fees as their incentive.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't charge any legal fees. So what options I can advise you here? One, York University. Okay, York University. Did you see the video of the York University?
Um, no, actually, to be very frank, no, because I guess you posted, but I was attending my class at that time. So
Okay, it's just a short video of 2 minutes. I can I can just share with you. I hope other people are. It's not easy going through. I've been sitting also for about 4 hours now. So let me just share you this video so that you have a perspective of what it is. It's the third largest university here in Canada. Great opportunity. We have hundreds of students who graduated from York. Let me just share you the video and you will understand. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Welcome to the virtual tour of York University. York University is Canada's third largest university with over 50,000 students from over 178 countries, spread out over 2 Toronto campuses and soon to be a third in Markham in 2021. We are connected and making an impact across the globe with over 300,000 accomplished alumni, 280 international partnerships, and the only Canadian university with an eco campus in Costa Rica and MBA campus in Hyderabad, India. Founded in 1959, York is proud to be a progressive university that inspires new ways of thinking through excellence in teaching and research. We prepare our graduates for meaningful careers through top-ranked programs and diverse experiential education opportunities. Our community of diverse perspectives and backgrounds share the common goal of making the world a better place. Our motto? Tentata via. The way must be tried. Throughout this tour, you will get to see our Kiel campus and what our students experience here every day, including some of our many academic buildings and innovative learning spaces. You will see student spaces like where you can go to get food on campus, where you can study, where you can work out, the new York University subway station, and everything York has to offer. Enjoy the tour!
Here we are in York Lanes, our very own mall on campus. Located in the heart of campus, students can find restaurants, a pharmacy, banks, a dental clinic, a doctor's office, a hair salon, coffee, and more. It's also home to the York University bookstore, where students can purchase all their class materials and York gear. At York Lanes, students can use their student card, called their YU card, to purchase anything they need. York Lanes is the place on campus to find all the amenities students are looking for.
So that's York University. So 2 options, Betty, what I can advise you is 1 jo hai, 3 I can also, it all depends financially. Okay, so York University, the tuition fees is about $19,000, but it is a top university. The difference of $2,000 to I think $2,500 will take you on a long way. York University, 3rd largest university, credibility. And, in your resume as well, you graduated from York University HR, it makes sense. Second, Niagara College in Toronto, they also have HR program, Niagara College in Toronto. And they are giving for in Canada students, they are giving the scholarship of $2,000. Okay, so it's for some reason it's so they have Niagara College Toronto campus. They have human resource management with a project, 1-month project. I think they have it. So the tuition,
And what about the third option?
Third option is pretty quick. I hope it is still open. Let me just see it. Is Canadore College. Okay. Canadore College. This is, I'm just sharing you the email and I'm just looking at, it is open in Mississauga campus. The tuition fees is about $15,000. But it is a small campus with international students only, right? And the other option you could, one more is Centennial College, because Seneca, Humber, Georgetown, they open very early. So we can also do it in Centennial College, which is about $17,000 tuition fees. Okay, so if you are seriously interested in pursuing a career as a HR, I would definitely advise York as a first option. If you are looking for an opportunity where you just taking it as a backup option, you can look into Niagara, Centennial, but again, I would definitely advise York as a first option. Okay. And they're
Okay.
pretty much fast. Within 3 to 4 weeks, we should be able to get your acceptance letter, submit your extension for your study permit. And once you receive your study permit, we can go ahead and submit your spouse open work permit.
Okay, means you mean to say that first I need a study permit extension, then only we can apply for spouse?
So what happens is when you apply for study permit extension, your visa validity, your study permit validity will be till next August,
Yeah.
23 August. So when you apply for your spouse open work permit, your application mein jo hai, we will indicate that you are studying till you are in Canada. Your legal status will expire on 23rd, 2023 in August. So
So
your
actually, I'm
husband's
just a
visa.
bit confused because
So
I'm not
what is
getting
it?
this point. Yeah.
So what would be, so, okay, if you apply now, what would be the duration of your husband's? That's what I already explained you. If you explain now, what would be the duration of your husband's spouse open work permit?
So duration, because I
The
think
visa.
it will be till August, right? August
No,
or
with your
December.
current. So it will be valid till your current visa. When is your current visa
Yeah.
expiring?
December 2022. So I guess we left with 8 months.
Exactly. So what happens if we submit your application now? By the time your husband's file comes to the case officer, how many months might
I
take?
guess it will be near about like 5 or 6 months.
So कितना बचा आपका visa duration कितना बचा हुआ था?
2 months बचेगा.
So do you think you will get visa for 2 months?
Okay.
Got it? So what we could do is two options. We can apply for study permit extension now.
Okay.
That is one option. And when you get your study permit extension, then we can submit your spouse open work permit. Second option, we can submit your spouse open visa now, but we can, once you get your study permit approved, we can upload it with your new acceptance letter, York University acceptance letter, your study permit, your tuition fees receipt, with an explanation letter for the visa officer to consider your husband's application till August 23. Would the visa officer consider? It is their decision.
Okay, I got now, sir.
You got
So
it, right?
we have 3 options for this. Okay, let me just, I need to connect with Shivani, ma'am, I guess, right?
Yes, talk to Shivani ji, decide what you want, and we can take it forward. Okay.
Okay, and so for example, if we are submitting to York University and we are not submitting to any other college, so is there any chance that we will get a offer letter? Because if not, then the time it will be a wasted.
September, you can have two options, Pretty, just in case
Hmm.
you're worried. Option one, you could go apply in York. For
Okay.
in Canada students, we would definitely request York to expedite given your personal situation with your husband and the spouse open work permit. Second, you can also apply in Niagara College as a backup option.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Centennial also, they are very quick, but the problem is if we submit your application for Centennial for in Canada students, they are very fast. We might have your acceptance letter next week and they will ask you to pay a deposit of $2,000 to confirm your seat. And when you are not sure about it, if it is not your first priority, then
Yeah, that it might be a concern.
it might be a concern, right?
Okay, sure. So let me just think for one day, and after that, I will just connect with Shivani.
Okay, Vijay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care. Sorry, just bear with me, and I'm just going through the messages here. We just have about 4 people left. The rest are my CIP team here, 3 more people. So I think 4 to 5 people. So I'll be quick. So Hina is not here, and then I think Janman we spoke, and then Abhay, I don't see him. Motion. Sonam, are you here, Sonam?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sonam. Where are you, Sonam?
Sir, I'm from Ahmedabad.
You're okay. So good evening for you out there. It's late. Thanks for waiting so long, Betty. It's it's actually helpful for many people because you are in the same boat, and when you're listening, most
Yes, sir,
of your
exactly.
questions
That's
you
why I was waiting. I should listen. It's like how you are guiding to other person also.
Yes.
Sir, my concern is that actually my daughter is 5-year-old, and my husband already in Canada on study visa. He went in December 30
Okay.
over there. So actually, I just want to ask you that if we are going to apply the spouse open work permit from India or from Canada, which option is better?
So, I mean, do you have a visitor visa, Betty?
No, sir. Actually, I just want to apply for visitor visa, or we should put up our file from India only. That I just want to ask you, which option is better?
So, where is your husband studying, Betty? Sonam?
Sir, he's in Windsor University.
He's in Windsor University. And when did you start? When did he start his studies?
Sir, is started from
24th January.
24th January.
Okay, your husband is with you as well?
No, sir. Actually, my father-in-law is also waiting. He's like,
Namaskar ji, kaise ho aap?
Namaskar. Badhiya hai, sir.
So I'm sorry, it's a slow process talking to everybody. And
it's okay, fine, no problem.
Kya naam hai ji aapka?
Myself, Kirit Kumar Trivedi.
Kirit.
Yeah, Kirit Kumar Trivedi.
Kirit ji. So when did your son go to Canada?
He went on the 30th December, and his college started from 24th of January last month.
Last month. Okay.
Yeah.
So आपके लिए देखिएगा अभी what is happening is because of the pandemic situation, the government जो है one, the staff has to be replaced. Many people had to work from home, and the technology and security, cyber security, all these concerns. So this process slowed down. Second, jo hai, the economy is not, we are in a pandemic situation, the economy is not good. And it is not the benefit of Canada to bring in work permit holders, right? So the process also is slowed down completely. 21 mein to completely, there were not many approvals for spouse open work permit, very, very limited, right? Okay. So there is a huge delay, but from last 2 to 3 weeks, things have picked up. So two things aapke liye, right? If your daughter-in-law is very desperate, then what is happening is the government of Canada, recognizing the fact that married couple are facing mental and emotional hardships due to the separation, instead of spouse open work permit, considering the delay with the spouse open work permit, they have given an option to also apply for a visitor visa. Right? So if it is very stressful, and again, they are giving visitor visa for students who are already in Canada, had a lengthy separation and have kids. Right? So unko zyada visa approval mil raha hai. So अभी जो है January, February तक आ गया अभी line, right? And things will speed up as well. So if you have patience and if you have support वहाँ पे आपके daughter-in-law और बच्चों को support करने के लिए, if you have time, then you can apply for spouse open work permit. अगर नहीं है, जल्दी से जल्दी जाना है यहाँ पे visitor visa पे, तो visitor visa is the only option. Spouse open work permit will take about 8, it might take anywhere about 4 to 8 months.
Okay.
Okay. Visitor visa jo hai, it is, we have many people approved. So, but we also have refusal. So who is it getting approved? One, for families with children who already face a long separation and financially strong and where you can show ties to your home country.
Okay.
With a job or anything. So Sonam, are you working with it?
Yes, sir. I'm working as an assistant professor in one of.
That's very nice. Kahan pe beti? Are you in Ahmedabad?
Yes, sir. There is a one college of physiotherapy, Arush College of Physiotherapy. So I am
That's
working.
very nice. Yeah, okay. There are some pretty good programs for physiotherapy, therapeutic recreation, and other programs. Sure. Are you in touch with Adiba on my team, Sonam?
Yes, sir. Actually, she only sent me the link today, so you can attend the Zoom meeting.
So, Sonam, if you are very desperate and you want to play a lottery, then visitor visa is the option. If not, this.
So sorry to interrupt you. Actually, my concern is related to my daughter because she is already 5-year-old. So if we apply for like spouse work permit, so it's almost going to take us 6 to 8 months. So whether she can continue her education means like in midterm when she's entering, like for example, if we got our visitor visa.
No issues. यहाँ पे जो है, even if you get a visitor visa, you need a document called a visitor record, and your child can go to school anytime during the year. It's not like in India where you have to start in the year, right? Anytime during the year you can.
Okay, so
So when I came many years ago, my daughter was 2 years and my son was 10 months. And then when it was, during the whole duration, they were only on a visitor. I did not apply for a study visa for them. And they went to school on a visitor visa, but make sure when you arrive or they give a document called visitor record. It is just like your husband's study permit. Okay.
Sir.
So if you get this visitor record, some schools ask for it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I'll just show you this image. It's same like your husband's study permit. Okay. So it's basically just this is visitor record. And so it's basically a document like this, where it is given at the airport on arrival. If you so some schools यहाँ पे आप बाद में जब आएंगे schools they will ask you for this. अगर आपको on arrival airport में नहीं दिए तो you can also apply to IRCC for this visitor record. Okay. So the only thing Kiriji कि visitor visa में जो है क्योंकि आपकी बहू जो है and your son was only separated in January, it is not even a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not sure about the outcome, Kiriji. We can apply. We had, we have mixed. किसी को 10 दिन में approval मिला है, किसी को 1 महीने में approval मिला है. एक Mumtaz ji hai and Altaf. They are waiting for 3 to 4 months now. Okay. Altaf is waiting for 3 to 4 months for this. I don't know what the reason it is, and Mumtaz is waiting for 2 months now. Okay. So one approval is a question. It's a lottery because your separation itna zyada nahi hai aapke bahu ka, right? That is one. Yeah.
So one more question. What is the what are the chances of refusal of spouse visa? Spouse open work permit?
See, before the pandemic, Betty, I've been almost about 10 years. We and Anilji, we have submitted so many applications. We only had 2 refusals. I think you heard me telling, right? So one was a person who did not provide correct information, misrepresentation. He had a New Zealand refusal. Uske baad, there was one more girl. It happened in the pandemic. She had financial issues and it was refused. So that was the only 2 refusals out of hundreds of people who we helped.
Okay.
Okay. So because of the pandemic, remember, it is not in the best interest to win the current economy in the current pandemic situation. It is not in the best interest. So from 2020, the visa approval rate was only 45%. 2021, hardly limited visas were approved.
Yes.
Okay. So if it was a normal circumstances, nothing to worry. 100% mil jayega aapko.
Okay, okay. My son has a study permit up to September 23. So she will also be getting
Yes.
that permit up to
Yes,
September
23.
23.
What is he
Then
studying, Sonam?
he's studying. He's doing masters in data analytics.
Did he apply through us or no? Because we work with
No.
not through us.
Actually, he applied himself only. He had taken a chance. Actually, he was having an experience of around 10 years, and he wanted to go for a study, master's degree. So he applied, and he by chance he got the admission also. So that's why he went, and now actually his wife is here. So of course we don't have any problem as such, but she can stay here for 7-8 months, 6 to 8 months, no problem on that. We can support her, absolutely no problem. But the only
Sonam, are
we
you
were
ready?
worried about,
Yes, sir, definitely. Actually, I was mentally prepared for 1.5 years also.
Oh no, that's too long. I don't think it's not going to take some time. I don't really see any issues. See, Kiriji, what they are looking is one address. I think you heard me explaining three, right? One is relationship, second is finance, third is education and work experience of the person. So, आपके situation में all three are good. No, I don't really see any issues.
Okay,
okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, I was in touch with Ariba, so she only told me to just you join this session, so you will get the knowledge about each and everything.
Yeah, I will also give you Ahmedabad. Say we have in our Toronto office, Toronto team. We have Ahmedabad. Say we have Shivani ji here. So 321.
Actually, Ariba ma'am given me number today only. She gave me her number.
Okay, 321-5257. Shivani ji, you can also connect with her. Okay. So make sure, very important आपके situation में when we go ahead with the spouse visa, very important is to have the finances. Okay.
How
So
much it should be in her name?
दो ऑप्शन है किरीट जी. One जो है एक when she has a consistent source of income, then she can show a 6 months bank statement.
Okay.
So every month unke account mein there is no money from you or from husband or from other sources. It is her salary and it is her savings, right? You can show a 6 months bank statement and liquid funds, which can be savings of, unke joint savings bhi ho sakte hain. So if she has a clear source of funds, then we can show 6 month statement, savings jo pehle ke hai. Uske baad, if you want to support, you can also show, but you are third because they are adults already, right? They are earning people and they should have their own source of income and salary. What is your salary, Sona?
It's too lower. But
she is having a fixed deposits of around 15 lakhs, and of course
liquid cash is very important. Liquid cash is very important. What is your salary is also very important. Sona, what is your salary?
Sir, it's almost around 2.5.
Okay, so 2.5 salary, and make sure that you show good savings. That's something which we'll have to work on. So savings you will have to show at least 10 lakhs or more in liquid cash in your account or in your joint account with your husband.
Liquid cash, you mean to say it's in saving account?
In savings account, not fixed deposit. Fixed deposits are financial instruments. So fixed liquid cash is very important.
Okay.
And if agar aapko option nahi hai, to then you can show fixed deposits, but again they should be old fixed deposits, 1 year, 2 year pehle, not recent ones.
Okay.
So
fixed deposits of his husband will do.
That's also fine.
Yeah, he is having a lot of fixed deposit, very long period fixed deposits he is having. So we can show that around 50 lakhs rupees he is having in his
That's
fixed
very good. Strong financials are very good. We could
Yeah.
definitely show. So please be in touch with Shivani ji. If you are interested in proceeding with us, Shivani ji will confirm. She will send an agreement for our legal services, and then we can take it forward. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Kirji, thank you as well for waiting all the time and joining us.
It's no, okay, fine. No problem.
Sure. Good night.
Good night. लिक्विड नो मतलब से गैस हो भी जाए.
Geetika Arora, Geetika, long day today. Thank you for waiting. Geetika?
Yeah. Hi, sir.
I'm sorry, it's been a long day as well, 4 hours. Yeah, please
No
go ahead.
worries. No worries, sir. First of all, a big thanks to you for your consultancy. Actually, based on your advice, we got an offer of admission from York University.
I'm so happy to that. Congratulations.
Yeah, actually, I got 135 in Duolingo test, and based on that, I got an offer.
That's nice. So just give me a second. Let me close the live stream and then we can take it forward. Okay.
Sure,
Guys,
sure.
thank you very much for joining our live QA session today. It's a long day, almost about 4 hours today, nonstop. This is Gautam Kolluri from CIP Study Abroad. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Our Zoom session is active from 10:30 a.m. India time to 10:30 p.m. India time. We are here for at least 12 hours every day. Any questions, please feel to join out.